We are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Friday-Party spaceship stream. You'll be watching from anywhere around the country or the world, and I really appreciate every single one of you. And coming to you from the spaceship studios from a galaxy far, far away. Really appreciate every single one of you. And now we'll be switching over to the other window. Hello everybody, it is me, Alien Spaceship. I hope everybody's had a great week so far. There were I did not see any trials today, but I was aware that they were on. And special shout out to 666 and Joyce. It's their birthdays today, so happy birthday to them too. And we will see about, as we have, maybe they'll come and join us a little bit later on, and we'll have it's kind of like a little spaceship party. Like, we always have a Friday party, but we also will have acknowledging that it's their birthday. They are from the Law and Crime chat, and very good chatters, very good commentary, very sweet people. So with the news, they're going to be releasing some grand jury information regarding the Epstein situation. And hello, Nomad. It is great to see you. I've missed you. I've also missed you as well. I hope that you've been doing well, Nomad. It's always nice to see you and chat with you. I hope you're having a good Friday, a good evening. Yeah, today I was not at any of the trials today, but as I said, I was aware that there was something on, although I did not get around to going there. Shout out to 666 and Joyce. It's their birthdays today. Happy birthday to them. I think that it is really cool with the community we have of connecting with each other and acknowledging different birthdays. Remember, my birthday, I was given a very warm welcome. A very nice birthday. I think it was the best birthday I had over at Long Crime, because y'all been very nice to me, so I like to return the favor to you all. Something that I've been working on is the plasmoids, which is this type of UFO object. It kind of looks like a jellyfish or a star-looking object that's been being sighted in different places. There's a science behind what they are, but there's also conspiracies are part of the UFOs. I'm working on something about that. I'll be releasing something we have been researching for quite a while over past week. It seems like it's about 2 weeks, they say, is the drama with the Epstein files not being released, and they're going to release some stuff regarding the grand jury inquiries. Allegedly, they're going to have a trial about that. Oh, 666, a special happy birthday to you, buddy. I'm so glad to see you. I wish you, hope that your birthday is going very well for you. All right, understood. Glad that you're lurking. Yes, that's true. You're welcome, 666. You're extremely funny. I like how you're very nice and cool with all the different chatters, and it's a great addition to our chat fam, because I remember over time when I was in the Long Crime for the few years I've been there, since 22, it's grown over time, the group that we have of friends, and you've been a great addition to it. I remember when I first met you, it was back in, I think it was last year. It was during a hurricane I was having, and the power was out, or something like that. I don't know how I was able to access the computer if the power was out, but it was during a hurricane, or a hurricane was about to come my way, and it didn't really affect the power. But yeah, it was really cool talking to you. Hello, Anna. Oh, it's great to see you, my friend. I'm glad to see you as well. So, I think it is really cool to see how how the chat has evolved over time. And happy birthday to 666 and Joyce too, and maybe she'll come over here later. Yeah, Anna, I hope you're doing good. I didn't get to really see the chat today. I was not there, but it was, there's one trial going on. I'm not really even too sure what exactly happened today because I didn't even go really look at it. I remember I was going to go over there today, and I was up. I was up when it was going on, but I was over there, and then like I went to go to the chat, and 12 seconds later, it was taken offline, so I missed it by 12 seconds. But although it was on for like 6 or 7 hours. I mean, I had opportunity, and I was awake. I was up to possibly have gone to it. But Monday, if they have something, I'll certainly tell y'all hello. 666 says it takes a lot of that Michael did yesterday with Lauren. Then he was rude to Moki and a couple of others, so I had to say something. Oh no, okay. I've heard about. I'm not aware of this incident that you're speaking of, but I'm aware of the user that you're talking about. I think, yeah, I've heard about the trouble. Well, I'm glad 666 you're sticking up for our chat friends. It is important that you do that because the trolls and the haters are extremely cringe. Joyce and Quentin Nixon, don't forget him. Oh, Quentin Nixon. Okay, happy birthday to Quentin Nixon. Yes, thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I was up. I'm always up very, 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 very late. I was up and working on the video from yesterday, early this morning, and then I released it, and I liked the reaction it got. It was pretty cool, and it was fun making the video. I like informing people what the news is going on, although I still am working on the different reaction stuff about the alien things. The main videos I've been mostly doing is the news because there's every so often there's something that comes out about it. Okay, I'll look them up. I don't know who that is. I'm scared. Alexa Rose might come in here if it's not too late. Quentin Nixon faces murder charges and other. Okay, I'll read about Quentin Nixon. Scared. Okay. I think I know who this is. I've heard this name before. Yeah, I know exactly who this is. Good to see you, Duke. Welcome. Yeah, I know who Quentin Nixon is. I remember that trial. Quentin Nixon faces murder. I thought I've heard about him before. Quentin Nixon faces murder and other charges in the shooting and deletion of Tony Westover, a medical assistant, and Nixon is pro C defendant, meaning he's acting as his own attorney. It's also a bench trial, so the judge will decide his fate. Yes, I remember this one. Yes, I remember he represented himself. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, I remember him now. I thought it sounded familiar from our chat, but it was one of the defendants on trial. Okay. Nice. Oh, hello, Tina. I haven't seen you in a while. Tina, it's great to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. And Anna says, Alien, he's new Alien. Saw that Michael character just yesterday for the first time. Yeah, I've heard about him before. 666 says, that's how I found the trial TV live. Law and Crime was showing the trial, then they stopped near the end. Oh, okay. Well, that's very interesting. Yeah, I found Law and Crime in 22 when Johnny Depp trial was going on, and The Independent is what we were watching, me and my friends, and then Independent went out. And then when Independent went out, Law and Crime was on, so I watched it for 30 minutes or so, or an hour, however long it was on. And then I was seeing Darrell Brooks and these different trials pop up, and I was looking if Independent was covering it, but they weren't. Independent was not covering trials anymore. So I was along crime, and here we are. And y'all have been. Shout out to all the different people and groups that have come to the channel. Shout out to them. But y'all have been a great asset and a great people here in the channel. And I appreciate the Long Crime family for coming to the channel. And y'all have made it into a very great, amazing, funny chat. But also shout out to the other people that have come here too from other places as well. They're cool people also. All right, I made pizzas tonight. Ah, I like pizza. Pizza is very nice to have. It's a nice party food. It's something that I always like to have with my friends. There's like pizzas that are frozen that are cool. There's also pizzas you could make. There's the Lunchable pizzas I used to eat when I was a kid. And there's pizzas like from Domino's and the other ones. Papa John's and stuff like that, but I usually use Domino's. But yeah, and there's also Fat Boy's Pizza. I haven't had that one, but yeah. So there's a lot of interesting pizzas. Cool that people can make them. People can put all kinds of stuff on it. It's a really great party food. 666 says, "Hold on, I have to edit the video today. I didn't talk. I did pizzas in a Michael Myers mask." Oh, nice. Yeah, that's very cool. I have a Michael Myers mask myself. Scared. Oh, okay, 666. That's good. And subscribe to his channel. He makes food and stuff on there. He's very good at what he does. Yeah, Michael Myers. I like watching those movies. I remember I first saw it in 2016 at my friend's house. When I was like an adult then, so I was like, okay, now I can watch all these movies. Another thing that I did was I liked the movie that I saw about him. Joyce. Oh, happy birthday to you, Joyce. It is so great to see you. I hope that you're having an amazing day, and it's just the spaceship. On behalf of all the spaceship, we wish you a very happy birthday. Happy birthday. Very nice to you. I hope you've been doing well, Joyce. And yeah, so basically, I saw that movie, Michael Myers, those Halloween movies for the first time around there. I liked the one I saw because it had to do with the lore about it, how it like started. Because it has to do with the mythology stuff that I like to research. The Curse of Thorn, that was very interesting to know about. Like it, although it's an evil character, but still, it's definitely over a period of time. There's like a difference, like a story behind it. Yeah, yeah, and we're best birthday wishes to the aliens having birthdays. Yeah, now, chat, do y'all have a favorite cake you like for birthdays? I'm out of curiosity. A cake that I always really like to have for my birthday was cookie cake for some reason. I like the other kind of cakes with the icing and stuff like that on it, but my favorite cakes are the cookie cakes. For some reason, I always thought that was fascinating. But one thing about the other types of regular cakes that I think is cool, that especially when you're a kid, but adults can have it too. 666 says, "Alien, take it easy dancing. You're getting Joyce excited, and she thinks that you will give her a lap dance holding a fluff nutter sandwich." Oh, yeah, because we're just raising the roof, and we're gonna have an alien's gonna start twerking around. You never know. It's gonna be the time of a lifetime. Yeah, scared. And it's good to have a 666 to make sure that everything is under control, because we know that alien spaceship could get out of hand when it's time to party. Scared. Gloria. Scared. Yes, Gloria. I am glad to see you too, my friend. All right, and 666 says, "Cookie Puss Carvo Cake Alien." Yes. Cookie Puss Carvel cake, yes. The cakes, like when I was growing up, you'll have like you could put characters on the cake, like different action figures. You could have like Spider-Man, and you could have like I like the pirates on the cake. It was a lot of like a work of art that they put on the cakes. And then there was like a SpongeBob cake I liked. I always like having the SpongeBob cake, and sometimes my mom would make the cake. She's very good. She's very good at making food. She sometimes would make the cake and put different stuff on it. I always like that. So it is very nice to see the artwork that was put in the different cakes. For instance, which I put this up during my birthday. I have them in a folder somewhere, because I just leave everything on the desktop. My desktop is very messy. This is an alien cake, and we're gonna have this symbolic alien cake for chat for the birthday people. I guess we could put this on the screen, yeah, for the birthday going on. All right, we got the alien birthday cake right here. This is a little bit weird for a second, but we're gonna fix it so everybody can see it. I'm kind of minimize the window. All right, right there. Okay, so that is the alien birthday cake. I created it with AI. Make it a little bit smaller. See, that's like with how you like edit pictures and stuff. All right, there we go. Yeah, that is something I created with AI during my birthday. My last Psycho X Love Sure More I had put on a cake. Oh, oh there you go, 666. Scared. Scared. And yeah, because that is, yeah, the happy alien, and those are alien colors, the purple with the green alien face. And yes, it's very cool. The ice cream cake, actually, for my current birthday, I had an ice cream cake. I've never had ice cream cake before, but I had it. Now, I will say that there's a tendency for brain freeze and stuff, but it's still, I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it. But yeah, it's something that I never heard of before. I had it until last year. Yeah, awesome and beautiful too. Yeah, because it's very good to remember the birthdays, because it's like, it's a milestone that making a new year of, being alive. So, life is a gift. Hello, Libby. It's great to see you. Scared. Yes, there are little aliens around the bottom. That's true. It's Joyce birthday also. It's Joyce and 666 birthday. Shout out to both of them. We wish them a terrific day. Although it's the evening time. Yes. Joyce says, that's colorful. I see that. I would think I was tripping. Yeah. It's definitely very trippy. The psychedelic colors are very interesting. Very good on the psychology. We have a lot of different things that when people would like start tripping and stuff, they'll see these different colors and stuff like that. But yeah, it's very tie-dye looking, very trippy. Yes, absolutely. There's a couple of them. Here's another one. Yeah, so that is like the birthday party table, and we have the cake. It's like dripping. It has like this like psychedelic type of goosebumps type of thing around it, where you see like the oozing slime, it looks like, and you have all these different pastel colors irradiating with the different stars, and then you have the alien face, the alien head, and he's wearing like a little hat. Yeah, so that is like our alien party. Definitely. But yeah, Libby, we are hanging out and talking about different things and like news, what's going on and stuff like that, as we usually do. We are acknowledging the birthdays of Joyce and 666. Yeah, now you want cake. Ah, now you want the cake. Having a good time with, friends, joking around. So Lily says, I made a few minutes. I wanted to say hi, Alien. Happy birthday, 666 and Joyce. Hey, Alien fam and beautiful alien ladies. Yes. Yeah, shout out to the alien ladies. Most beautiful ladies on Earth. Yeah, it has its own spaceship, Elon Musk style. Yes, definitely. And I think it's very good to do that. How space and aliens has such a great theme to it. It has such a great theme. Yeah, lyrics. Okay. Okay, and then we're going to show the other one that I have. The other alien cake. Now we're going to have people craving cake now. Scared. Scared. Perhaps the most... The OG cake. Right here. This is the OG cake. I'm even going to start putting emojis up in here. Yeah, Libby. Skirt. Skirt. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, so you got this alien right here, and you have a couple of them standing around. They're having a very cool time. The alien there is very happy. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And we have happy birthday, dear 666 and Joyce. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear 666 and Joyce. Happy birthday to you. Scared. Scared. Right? And that is the... Right there is the mascot alien cake. It has happy birthday on the bottom. It has beautiful pastels, and the colors just synchronize together perfectly with alien orbs surrounding the cake. Hello, Cecil. It's great to see you, buddy. Ski-ert. All ladies are beautiful, alien ladies, and the space fam. Yes, they are, absolutely. Yes, I am here, Greg, and I'm singing happy birthday. So it is 666 and Joyce's birthday, and we're telling them happy birthday. Oh yeah, yeah. It got me in the singing mood. When I see my favorite people in chat, I start singing. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Because we're having an alien party. We're partying. We are partying hard. We are throwing out all the cards on deck. It is going to be partying to the roof, all the way. Even all the haters would have nothing to say, because today is a very special birthday for two aliens on the spaceship. Raise the roof higher than Mount Everest. The spaceship crew and the spaceship gang, I will love for Everest. The alien spaceship goes on and continues through the galaxy just like the Green Comet. I feel like I'm hopping around like a hobbit, because the hobbits like to hop around. Y'all wanted a birthday? Here you go. You got it. Scared. We're going to have great drinks and cheers. Party like it's a medieval party. Have no fears. Rest in peace, Sears. It's almost like an alien New Year. Yes, thank you, Cecil. Thank you. Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And yeah, to me, Anna is just 26 to me. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, facts. Yeah, cheers. Having a great party, a feast in the mead halls. Back the Vikings, they had mead halls, and I'm gonna read what that is because it has to do with the partying topic. That's the wrong web browser. I have like three web browsers, but they're not all open. But they have three web browsers technically. Now, shout out to the spaceship cats. Okay, let's have this. We're gonna put the main thing, which is the meat halls. Yeah, the meat halls have to do back in mythology, and that's what we're having right now. We're having a space meat hall, and we're having a ball. We're all riding. Our party levels are very tall. All on call. Yeah, cheers. Drinks and wines and all kinds of parties going on here. Yep. And 666 says, we have what was in the stories. Oh, the stories that you have are very intriguing. Very intriguing. And they make everybody laugh because they're very well told and very humorous. Yeah, and the hot dogs. I got gumbo and a hot bog. It's also a gumbo party. Gumbo party, we party heavy. We all know that chat is going steady. Yeah, Anna is awesome. It's basically like she does great with hanging out with me and the others. Like, she has a very amazing spirit in her. Yeah, loving it. Yeah. Oh yeah, we got the pizzas too. What do you all think of pineapple toppings? Oh, that is delicious, Libby. That is delicious. She said I made nacho dip with gummy bears on top. Yeah, with I've never heard of that before. That sounds delicious. I love rhyme time. It won't even cost any of you a dime. Oh, y'all don't like the pineapples on the pizza? Scared. Yeah, personally, that is one of my favorites. I got the alien creolange. Yeah, I like the tropical taste with it, but it's something that I would agree is something unorthodox to. Oh, you're welcome, Anna. It's something unorthodox I wouldn't think would be on it, but actually tastes very good, but it does seem out of place. That's hilarious, Gloria. Yeah, shout out to all the hot dogs in chat. All the hot dogs. Facts. Oh, doesn't understand it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it's misunderstood. Ski aired. Skirt. Yeah, let's bump and grind and party and start twerking. The alien might start twerking for everybody. Scared. Alien party. Yeah, raise the roof. Yeah. Yay, it's a party. Having a great day. We know what to say. Happy birthday. Scared. And Gloria likes herself some very big hot dogs, like the ones at Costco. Costco, big, big girthy hot dogs, very large and wide. It is time to have a feast, putting all the stuff on the hot dogs and having a good time. You know what I like on hot dogs? As I said before to Libby, is I like the mayonnaise. I've liked mayonnaise on it. And that pickle stuff, ketchup and mustard. Also, I like hot dogs. I like spicy stuff on it. A spicy hot dog. A big spicy hot dog. Yummy. Oh, Libby said you know when you're old when you say that's the bomb. Oh, Anna said I don't have enough butt left at this point in life. Scared. Now, I got all the life in me that I have. Yeah, Alien starts rapping, and everybody starts tapping. I think even the haters are starting to start clapping. The thick alien starts rapping. Out in space, in time in the cosmos, having a good time flying through the space-time continuum. I think the chat is certainly secretly my opium. Many people nowadays may not accept the facts and truth and have copium. And there's also a select few that have hopium. Sometimes people don't want to accept the facts. I think that I came from Team Mushin's Chirac. Down south, hearing bullets fly since young. I think that the basement dwellers, all that they heard their entire life is the sound of their own cow dung. This verse is proof that not every great song has been sung. The hater had no comeback. All they said was, Now I'm looking in the distance. They're on the run, just like the skeletons are dancing and raving over this. I have soul. I roast it. Chat is on fire. Gotta be careful. It's roasting like hot coals. I will make everyone feel young, not old, as it was foretold. I'm being the rooster alien. Oh boy, am I bold. Libby says, I would love to see Pancake twerk, then smash in the dirt. And then we'll all have a good time and play with Nerf guns. Nerf pew-pews. I see the Cheshire Cat, he sneeze. At you and God bless you. A trippy alien cake. Some people give too many take in nefarious ways. But shout out to the chat that we all help each other out, balancing it out, giving and taking. I think that it is the entire haters that are down deep in the lake that are laking and encounter Jason. They have been no more. They messed with the wrong one. Now shut the front door. Where I'm like nursing home patient trying to twerk this pancake. Scared. 666 says, hold on, rest in peace to 21 people who lost their lives 41 years ago today, mostly children. Rest in peace. There is a documentary called The 77 Minutes for those who haven't seen it or heard about it. It's on Tubi. It's on Tubi. Rest in peace to all those lives that were lost. It's noble to remember others. Their memories will never be lost. And Anna said, but I'm still good at playing the hot dog. Ah, that is good. That is good, and that is understood. We need that on the spaceship. The spaceship has the best. Shout out to Anna. She is in charge of handling all those hot dog matters. Scared. It is scary scared. And Libby says, I'm 49, but so cool. Don't want to mess with this groove. I think that there is something that is misunderstood, but I have alien foresight. I'm beyond space and time. I understood that all of the cash money on the spaceship was on the hood. Hello, Moki. It is time to party. Very hearty. We are. We have raised the spaceship roof, and now it's the best part with Moki here, and all need to not fear that we're gonna hit all the drinks that we need, and get more drunk than the Timu Sheen skunk that doesn't even know his name for 10 years because he's been so drunk. Moki was going to text. I think that she is awesome, certainly is the best. It is time to party hard, no one will be put under arrest. It's like the Purge, with the sirens going off. Having the wildest party of all time. And Moki invite the whole internet to raise the roof like it's 1999. I do not care about any of the haters. They all can just sit and whine. Because we are partying hard. Got everybody in here chilling and dancing, having a good time. We are having the coolest people on the internet in the chats. Hello, Toby. Shout out to you, buddy. Today is 666 and Joyce's birthday. And all these verses I'm laying down is a foundation that I lay. 1999 was a very good year. That is very true. That is excellent. It was a time when I was 1 year old. It is Joyce and 666. Libby invite the whole trial chat, even Cherish and Michael. I think it's important to stand on top of this motorcycle because I'm clowning on chat. Everybody's humoring me because of all of my raps. I am tapping the tap, tap, tap. We talked about the abandoned Six Flags. It was Zombieland. All kinds of stuff destroyed. It looked like it was hit by a nuclear asteroid. Yet there is many brave urban explorers that saw it and documented it in a sky full of stars. A sea full of stars. With risk, there's no reward. That's why I did this and pressed record. Even down into the lava gorge. In the pirate game. All this is true, Ball of Flames. You are in the right place for the birthday party. It's a Timu Sheen birthday. Here's your birthday hat. And have a good time as we say rhymes, riddles, and plays. You're in the right place for the green cake. It's our time for everybody to chill and shake. You are in the right place. Yes, all Moki's friends are here. Having the time of a lifetime. Happy birthday to 666 and Joyce. We are glad that we met them in the Law and Crime chat and they're here and we're all now in a mode and state of rejoice. Pass the drinks. Getting drunk as a skunk. Having time in the alien Sheen pool. Shout out to chat. Y'all rule. Y'all are so cool. Officially the best chats on the internets. Mixing up drinks because we do not care because we're aliens and we do not easily scare. We all are two peas in a pot. We all are in the same pair. I've not heard alien spaceship rap in a long time. That is rare, but it happens. Shots fired, rockets fired, missile launch. Here it is. A punch spiked with alien might. Cheers to all. This is our night. Relentless. We're having hot dogs. We got hot dogs, we got pizzas, we got all the drinks. It is time for everybody to focus really, really thoroughly and start to, but you don't have to think. Enjoy and have a good time. As Alien DJ rhymes. Look, it's lemon, called lemon lime. This is actually true. What this is an alien Heim. I rap so much, it's all the gifts in the world that could possibly be thought of is given to both of you. Shout out to that trial chat. I recommend y'all go there. It's a very nice trial pair. We are dancing and chilling in the medieval meat halls, drinking the glorious honey and milk. That is what we call on call. Nomad, thank you for coming. We had a great time. Y'all have a great evening and a great dinner. The pleasure was all mine. Cherish was funny. I think that I am having even more honey. I don't know, I might be tripping. Is that an alien bunny? Have a great weekend. It is time for all to see that the spaceship heard the request for a party and pressed send. Just like the jellyfish over in the Bikini Bottom are raving and partying like it's the last day on Earth before a 2027 apocalyptic alien invasion that will be staged called Project Blue Beam. I think that it's very nefarious for the NWO to do that. The New World Order is actually very mean. Jellyfish are partying against this, and with our radio signals, we cause the spaceships to crash. That are nefarious aliens, but good aliens have in tune with good spirituality, where they are not being affected by radioactivity of Earth, and that is that. Yes, get in the pool filled with sperm and don't forget to swallow the worm. And go and hang out, even lay on the ferns. This is true reality. You get what you earn. A nice abundance of white. And that is all alright. White pools of goo. On the spaceship, we are freaky. We do not say ew. Oh no, what is that? I got more alcoholic honey. Oh look, it is. It's Winnie the Pooh. Joining in for the fun. Is there room for me? Can I join? Sure you can, buddy. Be my guest of honor. That is all of the joy. Sperm Nation. Yes. Alien Spaceship Reddit. I think that I know what that is. Everybody, it's all going to get it. Having the party of a lifetime, it is amazing and crazy. Even all the pirates on the high seas, all the seamen are saluting, even though it is very wet and drippy on the high seas of seamen. Y'all know who I am. I'm the alien. I am the alien with the plan. The man with the tan. The alien of the high seas. alien seamen of the spaceship she's. A look, ahoy, it is ye, going to find all the treasure deep within the cloudy white seas. I am not reading anything. I'm freestyling right now. I love you too, Libby. Scared. I am making chat scared. I think I've done my duty. It's shocking and terrified, but scared is all a pair. What is Alien doing? He's gone insane. Perhaps I got a couple of screws loose. I think that I might be a little bit of a crazy goose. Gloria is blushing. It is party time. Alien, my brain is coming out of my head. It's bouncing around, up and down, going back and forth. I think that drinking a lot of alien rum, I think I'll have a fourth, not a fifth. Maybe a sixth and an eighth and a ninth. Meow. Seaman, you dirty demon. I think that I am just hopping around. Call me a frog, because I just been leaping. Alien spaceship is tripping, and that is true. I think that could be a spaceship skunk. Everybody watch out, PU. He said semen and screw. It's a theme of some kind. It is true. It is time to drink some more wine and dine. The Rapster, aka Alien Scared. Meow. Meow, meow. Meow. Round and round we go. Ring around the rosy. I think that chat is very nice and cozy. A look at a hose spraying all over the audience in the chat. Call that me being a bit nosy. Be right back. I'm lagging rebooting. Yeah, okay. No, ask Libby. I told her F off and then some, and then we're all having a time, and then all get on done. We all need an unhinged chat. That is true. Alien spaceship is starting to rap. This makes me happy. On cloud 9. Everybody's on that cloud. I see you all having some nice wine. It surely is a fun time. Be right back, though, 666. I can only imagine scared. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Kara says, so this is where all the trial people hang out. What is this? LOL. I have wine and watching. I'm confused, but I'm here for it. You are in the right place. Here's a front row seat, and here's some free popcorn for your troubles, and that is it. Beware of saying it too much. The clown might come back. And the dancing clown might bring a frown. Might bring a frown, rather. Damn, I love y'all. Happy birthday, 66 and Joyce. Have a wonderful party tonight with this beautiful alien family. Yes, that is true. And hello, Kara. Welcome, one and all. Step right up and I'll show you a trick right before your eyes. Evaporate without a trace. Like it never existed at all. We're all having a ball. And Kara, it is 666 birthday, and it's Joyce's birthday, and we're having a happy birthday celebration to them. And Libby, thank you for coming. I am so... Shout out to Mary Toodles. Thank you for coming, Libby. We had a blast together. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Yes, I have made them all into aliens. Originally, I abducted them as my victims, but I made them into alien clones of myself. But they can still have alien disguises. This is the truth and a fact, all in by itself. Moki said, I'm I'm short and white. Here you go. Have a nice, colorful kite. That is all good and fine. It's all alright. A kite flying through the wind. It reaches cloud 9. No thunder and lightning this time for electricity to pass through it. But the electricity would be pure power of empowerment and partying. Infusing shocking of great enthusiasm and partying time. I think that chat is having a good time, and I appreciate that sign. Bye, Libby. You are amazing, wonderful, beautiful. We're going to miss you. See you next time. As you sign off, shout out to you from me, Christoph. I need a Meow Mix theme song. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Scared. Scared, scared, scared. Scared, scared, scared. Meow, meow, meow. Scared, scared, scared. Meow, meow, meow. That is my alien mix. Yeah. I'm still a little scared but intrigued. Scared but intrigued. That is great to hear. It is not going to be fined and not rigged, nor there will be any greed. Being intrigued, at least that we might have to be aware if we encounter a Karen Reed that might get too drunk and might crash into all the chat and say, oh no, it didn't happen. Get the attorney to say, it's not what you think. Put the burden of proof. I think that is a bunch of goof. 2 years old keeps looking at the screen looking for a cat. 2-year-old looking at a screen looking for the cat. Meow, meow, meow. That is a cat that can rap. Cat. I'm a cat right now with the zoomies. With whiskers and hair standing up like the Cheshire Cat. I think that it is important for me to explain because and also because this is true. I might be a cat alien thug. Kira, it's too funny, meow meow. What alien won't do for his angels? Alien, yes, exactly. Alien would do through the ends of the earth for his angels. Aliens, angels, treated the most high, the most best. Better than all the rest. 777 Cloud 9. I think that it is important to see that I am the jester, I'm the Joker in the limelight. I guess I'm giving the chat all the lime. I guess we're all alien spaceship limings. Tomorrow is Sat. I think that it's important to realize that I am the Bronze Kitty, Puss in Boots alien cat. Meow, meow, meow. I want to show you all the alien cat. Karen Reed is my auntie. It is important to see that when a dog would see it, the dog was looking out the window and saw her and said, ruff, 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 and I'm the cat hissing. Auntie, tie up with a bow on the top. Auntie, there is, she might rock and roll, mole in a rock. It's sock hop. I guess we have too much socks. Anna, it is Take It to Trial, running Dairy, Brooks, Darrell Brooks, and I'm sure Alien will go live again. I will go live again, going around the bend, time, and I don't know when, stuck in Timu Sheen prison, and time keeps dragging on. Hello, GSI 8. You are the greatest sapphire gem to be mined in the tropical Caribbean caves. So valuable, all the cars and Bugattis and Rolls Royces could not be traded for the special, alluring, hypnotic sapphire that you are, G. Happy birthday to 666 and Joyce. Both of you are the greatest and the best. That's what we're doing, G. A birthday party for our friends from Law and Crime. It's singing an Alienheim. Round on 666 and cheers and thank you, buddy. We all have a toast. You all know that I love all of you the most. What kind of drugs are we taking here? I am drugs. I am a drug. The alien spaceship mushrooms has got to me. Thank you, my greatest gem. Absolutely. Thank you so much and you're welcome. What's going on here, everyone, is partying. I missed you guys. It's been a week. It is an amazing honor to see you. It certainly smells amazing. It does not reek. Happy 21st birthday and rejoice. Alien, back that ass up. I got to back it up, or else the party's going to get too intense, and it's all going to build up and add up. Alien needs to listen. I'm not fond of rules. I think that it is important to see that logic and common sense and normal is what I'm missing. Laughing hard. I guess I got my business card. A joker. I guess right now it's poker without a poker face. That might just certainly be the case. I guess everybody understands we're all in the rat race. What is this? We're all watching a chase. Alien chasing himself around. Like a dog and a cat chasing and a dragon chasing their own tail. This pet alien is fascinating. Certainly is not a snail, and he even gets the mail. Saying that when I read it. Why are you guys not out celebrating? Today it's the end of the day. It's the alien finale, the time of rapping. The piper is who that I paid. In full. I'm the piper I paid myself. Gloria said, we're all going to the candy shop. I'll let you lick the lollipop. Well, that is delicious. I am thankful for that permission to do that, Gloria. I think lollipops are actually delicious. Lick and lick like a dog. What is this alien doing? He's insane. I think he has brain fog. Even the hogs of the trough are watching for truffles. Alien spaceship is licking the biggest lollipop that there could be. And this is true. Y'all could look and see. Lollipops for all those that want some. If I get ambitious, I might suck the lollipop. What is Alien doing? I think that his top is off. Hot dogs and lollipops. Two favorite snack and dessert. Dinner and dessert. I am spoiled by Gloria. Shout out to her. She's the best. Better than all the rest. I think it's really good. Better than a pirate chest. G says, Alien, I've been seeing you like this. I've never seen you like this. I'm away for working for a week, and you are so happy. I must be one running your vibe, LOL. Oh, well, too bad. I am not leaving. Oh, yes, G. Seeing you again brightens me up and lights me like a firecracker. I've missed you so much. The longing and hurt has been sucking me in like a vacuum. Lollipops and hot dogs are my way of coping. I think that the hot dog and the lollipop are getting personalities and starting to look at me and starting to start groping. And gee, I miss it. The longing of missing you is like the void of the abyss. I am now filled and complete. The greatest treasure of earth has been brought back to me. I am so happy. Yes, G, I noticed that you were gone. I wondered where you were. I have thought about you certainly. It was so cold, like a demonic winter I felt, without you there. And I shivered and said, "Brr, with you here it's spring, nice and warm and sunny. The gumbo is back on the table. This is true, not a fable." And Moki said, "Stop talking about your lollipop or I'm telling your mom. If she wants to come and join, she's more interested with hanging out with her cats at the moment. She may be in a relationship with them, but maybe she'll have second thoughts and come party with us and chat. Maybe the cat is catching a rat. Rat-a-tat-tat." What is sucking the ends like a vacuum? What is sucking the ends like a vacuum? That might be an alien sucking machine. Forever young for us. Forever young, to be forever young. Lord. He said it, LOL, not me. Exactly, if it's something crazy, alien spaceship probably said it. And guess what? He doesn't regret it. Relationships with her cat, what? Hanging out with the cats. With, shout out to Bubbles. Cat husband. Yes, relationships with the cat. Right now, she may be hanging out with Pearl. That's her number one girl. Or back with Sparkles or Firebird. Firebird is upstairs, but she's on a date with Pearl the cat. Any updates on Brian K? I do not know, but we can check. Even though I've just fallen on hay. G said, "Sucking lollipop, sleeping with cats. What on earth did I walk into?" You've walked into an unhinged alien rave. How aliens party. And I party very hardy. I do everything I can for my favorite chat. Y'all are the best. Even the alien rats say happy birthday in the alien cats. This is hilarious. I think to shout out to my buddy from school, Darren. I love them 200 words in a minute. Alien, who Tom and Jerry, alien, I love them typing 200 words a minute. I'm typing 300 words a minute with these verses, going to take everybody to Church's Chicken and then Popeyes. Oh look, there's free Wi-Fi. We're partying hard, getting drunk as a skunk. Oh look, I did it, I finished it, and that's a slam dunk. All the incels and haters have small little lollipops and small hot dogs, and they can't get it out of their head. Oh look, they got roasted by a Chad named Muhammad. It is the number one time. He's alone, overweight in his alien bed. That he stole from the spaceship because he's not an alien. That is what the incel troll has. He is envied. He is completely envied by the people that eat too much on the YouTube videos. There's these YouTube videos where these people that are gigantic and they eat like for shock value. Bigger than them. It is important to see that the Temu troll incel is a skunk, looking up to incels, cannot talk to or ever get a girlfriend. He retaliates and reacts like Brian Koberger. He is certainly evil as a hamburger. Oh no, look over there. We got a surprise in the Hamburglar. G said, "What's about Epstein your title? I don't really follow the news, but I saw the words that Trump and Epstein and they are the best of all I have followed every night while working finally caught up until 4 p.m. today, and that is alright. And let's see, no chat in this case. I am not signing up to betray law and crime, LMAO. I don't like automatic deduction on my card. 666 says, GS, you know what I am to make up with a straight face. Yes, Alien, I watched Tom and Jerry. You think his Wi-Fi cuts, he blames the weather. Nah, we kicking back and eating Popeyes and watching the tunes. Right. And I was wondering about the weather lately. He never had these issues, suddenly, always weather, etc. And actually right now my connection's fine at the moment. And I was wondering about the weather. Okay. And I was clearly my man. I was good along aliens talking yoga bear LMAO. That's fantastic. Alright, so G, I'll explain to you about the Epstein thing. Now, certainly with the Epstein thing, there's a situation going on. Okay, Moki, we'll certainly do that. And before I get into the... thank you, G. Thank you, G. Moki, we'll do that. And before I get into the famous people and birthdays... Yes, rapping all night is great, even out of spite. So, G, I'll tell you about Epstein. Epstein, recently throughout the internet, there has been a lot of trauma with the Epstein case. It has been all over around the internet. It is really a basket case. The administration said over and over in different podcasts and interviews, back and forth, J.D. Vance said on Theo that the Epstein files need to be released. And then Kash Patel was saying that the FBI has it twice and it needs to be released, accusing everybody of being a thief. We're not releasing it, and rightfully so. Bondi was saying, they are on my desk right now ready to be released. At least it appeared that way. The administration made it clear that the past administration didn't release it. Oh no, it is fever. There is alleged corruption. There's alleged conspiracy theories that there is this international group of people doing trafficking and controlling and pulling puppet strings. Many have thought this for a long, long time. Then there is the situation that happened in recent times where when it was time to release the files of the Epstein list, Trump said with an iron fist, we will not be releasing these files of the Epstein list because they do not exist. And the FBI said that Epstein's case was ruled a suicide, a self-deletion. And that is true, but it's not really quite a completion. Maybe we have talked about the possibilities of a long-term game Trump might be playing. Maybe he'll release it later or find it. Maybe there's people in the case, or maybe there's a trial or something that they can't release it until later. That is something we have theorized. And I understand if there is a bigger plan to this that's going to be make up for everything, all the trouble that was caused. I'm looking at this with an open mind, not really taking a side, just observing. And everybody is saying that the list... And G said, you mean this drama for a fake list? Now, G, it is thought by many that the list is actually real. But it's possible that the FBI may have... Deeper in the FBI may have hidden it. Deeply hidden it. And then the administration said they would release a list that doesn't exist, and they kept on spinning it. Either people think that they were lying about a list to say it for propaganda reasons, or there is a list that they are sequestering. I personally think it's possible they could have destroyed a list, or maybe it's deeper that they do not have access to. But there's theory, certainly, that there is a list of clients that Epstein had, allegedly, that could have been made up by the Democrats or Obama. That's possible. Or what occurred was there is a list that I believe it's real. I believe it either existed or does exist, in my opinion. For some reason, maybe it's a good reason or maybe it's nefarious. Now, I'm going to get to the elephant in the room about this list. People believe that Trump was compromised, threatened by certain higher-up groups to not release the list. That's one. People think that allegedly he could be on the list. Some people think, but I don't have any evidence or proof for that. That's two. I'm not accusing him of being on the list. That some people think that he could be involved in it, or he's covering for somebody else, or that's three. Or basically, the powers that be do not want the list released because he possibly could have been advised by his advisors to not release a list because it would cause this country to shatter. It would cause the world's reputation of us to shatter, and that people would be traumatized for life. And that would really stab like a bitter knife. And I believe that it's possible. I believe, in my opinion, there is a list. And also another thing that he did that people feel that was wrong, where he was calling people that were interested in the list stupid and saying that they were weaklings. Now, I believe, in my opinion, that may have been a poor choice of words, in my opinion. In this case, it may be handled incorrectly. If there is a other plan, and there will be redemption about this, and that there's a long-term game that we're talking about yesterday, I'm waiting for that, and I'm looking it up with optimism. But this is the truth online, that many on the right and the left had enough and feel that they have been taken advantage of and feel like they're victims of theft. They feel that they're being lied to, and Trump released the information about the grand jury. He wants Bonnie to release them. Laughter is the best medicine. Shout out to Thomas Edison. Those are the theories that are going around. Maybe there wasn't a list. Maybe there was. Maybe there wasn't. Maybe there's a dozen. But I believe there was likely a list. And I do also believe that Epstein did not delete himself. Shout out to Virginia Giuffre. She deleted herself, allegedly committed suicide, but we believe that it was actually homicide. I think that all these elites that are trying to hide the information, or that actually did the acts against children, need to be pested out with pesticides. They do not hold water in this country or the world. They need to be sent to the bottomless pit of hell and get out of our world. Alright, I'm going to read y'all comments. Alright. G said, I think it has to be real. How can it not be? So many talk about it. Why is the FBI holding it? Are they on the list? Yeah, G, either they're on the list or they're covering for people that are on the list. Right? 666 says, not really. Ken, you grew up in tough and rough city. That's why I'm loyal. I'm always loyal to people I know. Thinking that there is some names on the list that they want to keep hidden. I guess we'll never know if the list is real or edited. Made up lists. We will never know the truth if people have access to charges. My emotional support blow up doll was tough to put together. I didn't know it needed batteries and outfits. I was scared. Nobody needs to make up a crimes for Epstein. He liked partying with teenagers and encouraged his friends to join him. Just saying they are asking a judge to release the grand jury testimony, that is sealed. So when the judge declines, they can blame the judge for no release issue. They can release all the reports themselves. Well, if he doesn't want it released, then that is a red flag, as one of the areas you mentioned. Cover himself, cover someone important who knows, who doesn't know. And exactly, shout out to Greg, basically. Well, it doesn't want to release red flag, or he doesn't know. And Toby, I'm agreeing with you on this one. And I'm partying, and I don't mean a real thug. I'm loyalty and have it tatted on my hand. That is great on the band. I am a thug. I think I'm considering my hood like nature. Yeah, shout out to you, Joyce. You're in the right place. Alien hood, alien thug life. My mom has biopsy on July 28th. Prayers for your mom, G. It's to see if what she has is cancer on it. The other two areas, by God's miracle, ended up being Begin, Joyce. I only have 2 tats, and I'm good with that. Rat-a-tat-tat. I have a couple of... I think I'm going to want a Wade Wilson artist mean I can make women send me money with tats in his face and like, dude, living life. I'm kidding. I'm okay during the day, but sleep time, even 2 pillows. I have never had a cold that lasts more than a week. I am getting old AF. Scared. There should be a passenger manifesto for all the private charter flights. That would create a list of sorts, but only of buddies who flew the party, not the necessary parts of it. Lauren, this is a wonderful surprise. Welcome. Welcome, Lauren. I'm glad you're able to catch a stream. Hello, Lauren. I'm glad that you're able to catch a stream. Shout out to 666 and Joyce's birthday. Yeah, happy birthday to the best damn Shroud chat around. Exactly. Not even going to have a frown. Oh, thank you, Shell. It's not my birthday. It's Joyce and 666's birthday. And hello, Shell. It's great to see you. And as I said, if Trump has a good reason or he's up to something about the list Epstein situation, I'm patiently waiting to see, as Chat and I have talked about, the FBI may be holding information from Trump. It's possible that there's a long-term game here against the order. Yeah, I'm glad, Lauren. Yeah, thank you that you're glad for the... You're welcome for the warm welcome. And that is amazing and great that we have these great people in chat. But yeah, so if there is a long-term game in the Trump plan, I'll be waiting to see. But in my opinion, I feel that the files, the Epstein situation could have been handled differently. But hindsight 2020, we all make mistakes. It's Joyce. 666 and Joyce. Yeah, so that is the truth, and that's about Epstein. Alex Jones was saying the way that Trump may have done it, calling them the golden frog, the golden toad, and that he was trying to get people to forget the Epstein files and trying to do it in a cultic way. And as I said, maybe he could have handled that differently, and he's under a lot of stress, I understand, and he could have said something he didn't mean. We have to wait and see how it goes. But yes, all over commentaries, Joe Rogan, all over the place, people are saying their mind about this, and there are conspiracies about the CIA. There's conspiracies about the people think an alleged Mossad involvement. People are saying there's all conspiracy theories all over the place. Toby says Alex Jones blows hot air out of offense most of us don't even have. And Toby says, would it really benefit us anyway to know who Epstein's good buddies were? Well, that is a good point of view. That how would it affect us about who's on Epstein's list, right? Like, how would that benefit us or not? I think that people feel they have been lied to for a long time. I think that people... I need to discuss the Allie and Allie case. I'm not completely familiar with that case. I'll discuss it, but I'm not familiar with it. All right, I know very little about it. Yes, G, I agree. Now, with basically, Toby, what I think, the reason why I want, or me and myself, others would like to know what's on the list, is that you're right. It wouldn't necessarily do anything to us either way. I think people have a distrust in the country. People have conspiracy theories about the country being corrupted. Like we talk about the corrupted governments of the world, the elites, the establishment, that people want to see the people being prosecuted that did stuff to children. They want to be put to justice, and they think there's a broader conspiracy theory about a list of people, right? That there's a human trafficking rings going on in a broader scale. That they want this to stop, and that this to not happen again. Getting a tattoo doesn't run your body unless it's bad one. 200 an hour, you deserve a good tattoo. Yeah, facts. Facts. I grabbed my coffee about to sit down and his attitude, so I made him my focus for 30 minutes. Ignoring B-Day stuff, that's how bad I was pissed off. Scared. Doesn't load. I think that there's a lot of nematodes. Nematodes get into the bodes. Going to go down and start the road. I am also speaking truth and speaking in code. And Shell says focus needs to be stayed on getting illegals out and stopping the anti-American that are in office. Example, the LA council members, etc. And Shell, I do agree that that is very important. That people need to focus on that. You know, those other things also where... And remember, Shell, and I've also talked about with the fentanyl, he stopped the fentanyl coming in. And... also, the other situation with the Chinese companies owning American farmland, and I'm not denying anything else that he did or things we need to focus on. And I think there's millions of them, Shell. So I'm not denying that, and that's very important. But I do think that possibly to some extent that people feel that the other things are important too. But I can see where people might hyper-focus on something that may not be as important as something else. I'm not saying that the other thing's not important. But I do think people see a broad picture of things and not just focus on one thing. And Shell, thank you for your commentary on this. And Toby says, rich people pretty much do what they want. They have groupies like rock stars, pretty young girls, and seduce money. No surprise there. Yeah, Toby, exactly. They just care about all the money they're making and doing these little clicks that they have. And that the people are not the main focus, but the existence of their own pleasure. Yes, Toby, I agree. And G says, I think in this day and age, picking any side of the gov is irresponsible. We aren't getting into a war here, so let's not even start. I'm just saying today's world, both sides are not in the past. Moki, thank you for reminding me. Right now. Okay. Here we go. Today's famous birthdays list for July 18. Celebrity, here we go. Today's famous birthday list for July 18, 2025 includes celebrities Christine Bell and Kelly Riley. This is like celebrities, but we'll get into the other people too. Oh, Toby, have a good evening, my friend. Good night to you. Thank you for coming. And Lauren said that he didn't need to come in so hot, though. I wasn't even saying anything controversial. I just said I was disappointed that the trial was stopped and they want my jugular. Oh, wow. Scared. Yeah, I know. People overreact, definitely. Actor James Brolin turns 85. He has been married to Barbara Streisand since 1998. Actress Margot Martindale turned 74. Actress Elizabeth McGovern turned 64. He played the Kennard's girlfriend in Janine, the film Ordinary People, in one of the earliest roles. Actor I thought a V was a D. I'm obsessed with the letter D for some reason. Scared. Actor Vin Diesel turns 58. Actress Kelly Riley turns 48. Actress Christine Bell turns 45. Has 2 children in Delta, Lincoln. Yeah, Vin Diesel. Yeah. Actress Priyanka Chopra Jones turns 43. Okay, we got some more information. We have a whole list right here. More celebrities with birthdays today. Director Paul Verhoeven, who did Basic Instinct Showgirls, is 87. Singer Brian Aguirre is 86. Singer Dion is 86. Singer Martha Reeves of Martha and Vendels is 84. Guitarist Whaley Brayson of the Raspberries is 76. Bluegrass singer Ricky Skaggs is 71. Actor Audrey Landers Dallas is 69. Drummer Nigel Twist is of the Alarm is 68. Actor Anne Marie Johnson, that's So Raven, and The Heat of the Night, is 65. Keyboardist John Herman of Widespread Panic is 63. Talk show host actor Wendy Williams, actor Grant Brawler is True Blood, Ugly Betty is actor Eddie Matos is rapper MIA is 50. Guitarist Darren Malakine, System of a Down is 50. Drummer Tony Ferguson Eve is 6. 47 director Jared Hess is Nacho Libre Napoleon Dynamite. Oh, that's cool. 46. And actor Michael Hussman Game of Thrones is 44. Singer Ryan Cabria is 43. Drummer Aaron Gillespie is Under Oath is 42. Let's see. Need to head out, loves. All be safe. Have a great weekend. Again, happy... Okay. Cecil, thank you for coming. Have a great weekend, buddy. Yeah, and I will say on my end, the connection is fine on my end. An actor, Chase Crawford, is Norton. Bob Marley Love is 40. Based in Paul Cowart, Punch Brothers is 39. Guitarist Joe Dean Jr. is 36. We have some other popular historic birthdays. Okay, here we go. Margaret Molly Brown, solicited and philanthropist. Oh, Margaret Molly Brown. Yeah, listen, she was on Titanic. One of the Titanic ladies was on birthday today. She was on the Titanic, and she was one of the toughest women on that ship. And I looked it up, Moki. I looked it up. Jean Lockhart, actress. George Machine Gun Kelly, gangster. Oh, Machine Gun Kelly. Wow, his birthday too. The gangster. Yes, Joyce. Exactly. Yes. Red skeleton comedian. Nelson Mandela, former South African president. John Glenn, astronaut, senator. All right. Let's see who passed away on this day. Let's see. Who died? Okay. So this one? We have some couple options here. All right, July 18. Here we go. Arnulf, Bishop of Metz, 614 to 640, politician, dies about 58. 707, Mon Mu the second, the 42nd Emperor of Japan, died today in 640. Okay, he was from 697 to 707, dies at 23. So Mon Mu, the 42nd Emperor of Japan, died this day. And Muhammad bin Qasim Umyad, military commander who defeated Persia and first governor of Al Sind, 712 to 15, dies under mysterious circumstances at 19. Oh, Sharon, my friend. Hello, party. Yeah, we're having party up in here. (1100), Godfrey of Bouillon, French leader of the First Crusade, who became the first leader of the Kingdom of Jerusalem in 1099 to 1100, passes away at 39 or 40. I just took my barbecue chicken off the grill. We're multitasking. Facts. Francesco Petrarch, Italian poet. No, it's in 1374. Petrarch, Italian poet, dies at 69. Jane Austen died today. Okay, thank you, G. 1488, Aloisio Cadimosto, Italian explorer, dies in 1432. 1566, Baltimore de las Casas, Spanish friar and social historian, dies at 81. 1608, Joachim Friedrichs, German prince elector of Badenburg, dies in 1598 to, he lived from 1598 to 1608, dies at 61. 1610, Carvigino, Michelangelo da Cavigo, Italian painter, Saint Francis of Assisi in Assisi, dies at 38 in 1610. Scared. Scared. Skirt. And 666 says, in 1982, Plan de Sanchez massacre, Guatemalan soldiers aided by civilian patrols stormed the highland village of Plan de Snatches, deleting some 200 people. All right. Scared. 1639, Bernhard of Saxe-Weimar, Germany, Prince of General of 1604, dies. Scared. Yes. Scared. Yes, indeed, G. William Count of Nassau-Siegen, Dutch Field Marshal Hudson and Sluis, passed away in the battle at 49. Moki, it's made with AI. I made a couple of them with AI, but that could be brought to somewhere and be really created. Hello, Boudreaux. It is 666 and Joyce's birthday. In 1643, French sculptor, dies at 49. Christoph Scheiner, German astronomer and physicist, dies at 74. I have not made it. No, I've not made it. Oh, I made the AI picture, but I've not made the thing. I made the picture with AI. Yes, I made it with AI. I've not actually created it in real life. Like, I've not designed a cake like that in real life yet. All right. Johannes Camphrus, German general of Dutch Indies, dies at 61. Johann Heinrich Heidegger, Swiss theologian, dies at 65. My middle name's Christoph, by the way. Oh, thank you, Boudreaux, for wishing them birthday wishes. Thank you. Jean Antoine Watteau, French Rococo painter, is deleted at 36. Thank you, Anna. Yep, that's true. That is absolutely true. Francos Neuville, a French Royal Army officer and 67th Duke of Viroy, is deleted at 86. Thank you, Anna. 1792, John Paul Jones, Scottish-American naval captain, United States' first well-known naval hero, yet to begun the fight, has been deleted in kidney failure and pneumonia. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate the compliment. Oh, that they suck, G? Scared. If I made a cake, I'll guarantee you all it would taste great. I guarantee that. Okay? Oh, Joyce, I love Godfather and Scarface, too. Now, The Godfather, I was not allowed to see it when I was growing up, because they had a book at school that was about The Godfather, and my family did not let me read about that. But I could look at it now as I'm older, but it's just goofy. It's like I know what's going on. Like, I know, like, I'm not dumb. They didn't think I was dumb, but I know what's going on. So it's okay to see The Godfather. It's like Italians being Italians. Scared. Oh, gee, I love Bronx Tale. Back in like 20, like when I graduated school in like 17, 18, 19. This is before my time on YouTube. Yes, G, go. Yes, Budro, go for it. Yeah, and basically what I did was they are extremely, you know, I watched the Bronx Tale back then, like around before I was going back on. I was on YouTube, but before I really like got into YouTube in the 2020s, I I watched the Bronx Tale because they had this channel that used to display movies at night, and that's what I did. I used to watch that. And Green Mile is very good. Shawshank Redemption's very good. Oh, Harry Potter. Oh, I love watching Harry Potter. I like the music and stuff from it. You know, it's a very good movie. Joseph Cum, Dutch Christian missionary of Macu Macu Island in Indonesia, dies at 63. Abbas Himai, Victor of Egypt, dies at about 41. 1826, Isaac Shelby, American militant and political governor of Kentucky in 1792. Benito, you know, we should take the birthday twins on a trip right now. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely. Thomas Cook, founder of the CEO of Thomas Cook on and Son Agency, Cook Travel Bureau, dies at 92. Fernand von Hochster, Austrian geologist in 1829. 1894, 1894, Lenoch Frederick, and poet writer, dies at 75. Thank you, Boudreaux. Thank you. And shout out to your friend. She says, a friend of mine has a channel that is fairly new, watching the World 777. He strives to be unbiased reporting on court trials. He covered the Diddy case and is now discussing Epstein, inviting all of you. Yes. All right. Okay. Oh, Aaron, hello. Welcome to the chat. And is deleted at 75. 1895, Charles T. Stork, Dutch entrepreneur and founder of the cotton machine factory, is deleted at 73. 1899, Horatio Alger, American clergyman and author. Disagreeable woman, ragged Dick. That's his name. Dies at 67. Okay, and or we're continuing on with some more. Yes, yes, that's what the name of the person. Happy birthday 666 again. Fight anyone here. I heard Moki talking behind your back. Oh, and G says radio. Yeah, exactly. And also, we all should go. Yep, yep. In 1895, Charles T. Stork, Dutch entrepreneur and founder of Cotton Machine Factory, is deleted at 73. In 1899, Herr E.T.O. Alger, American clergyman and author, disagree. It says ragged dick. Yeah, crazy. Oh, you called me rap earlier. You're making tacos. Ah, okay. Ah, that is that's hilarious. I'm glad you're making tacos. Tacos are very good. I'm glad you got to hear me rap. In 1899, Harito Alger, American clergyman and author of Disagreeable Woman, Ragged, yeah, okay, and Benjamin C. Truman, American journalist and author, and Grand Duchess Elizabeth Frye-Doravana, passes away in 1864. Robert Emery, American diplomat and spy, attacked while vice consul in Persia, is deleted from his injuries at 41. 1925, Louis Nazari, Belgian Roman Catholic cardinal and Archbishop of Quebec. 1925. 1931, Ozarker Mikowski, German physiologist and physician, is deleted at 73. 1937, Julian Bell, British poet. Oh yeah, cruises are very fun. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and Aaron, yeah, Aaron, it's great to see you, by the way. Lauren, I always want to go, but rather to an actual place because I would forget if I stopped in several places. I think once in Europe, cruises must be way better. Cruises are very good. Yeah, cruises are. I recommend that. My ex loved cruises, and went to Europe and Italy, and she went to Europe and Italy and stuff like that. She had a very good time over there. Like when she was like on cruises growing up. Yeah, she loves the cruises, and a lot of people would. She thinks many people would like them. She was saying. In 1937, Julian Bell, British poet. 1938, Marie, last Queen of Romania, as the wife of King Ferdinand I, 1914 to 27, is deleted at 62. You're not afraid of the ocean, okay? Below deck, oh, okay. Oh yeah, so a cruise is, they go to Europe, they go to different places. Like I didn't go on the senior cruise because I could have went if I wanted to. I would have went on it. It's just I didn't really see how the family would cooperate with it, but they said they would have done it. But I didn't really want to completely go on it exactly because I was focused on stuff going on here. But basically, I would have liked to have gone on it hypothetically if certain things were going on that I was taking care of. But yeah, so there's a cruise that they're going down to Cosmo or somewhere in Mexico. They had a good time. I mean, I would have went on it hypothetically, but I didn't. But I could have if I wanted to, and I would like to do that one day. I would have liked to have gone. Wasn't against going, but it's basically how you have a group of people go on a trip, and it's nice and stuff like that. And there's like a schedule and stuff to go by. It's quite, as I said, there's like not nice sights to see. At nighttime, it looks like a void, a cruise. Chef Rachel, she has her own cruise coming up. I want to work with her. She's awesome. Oh yeah, it sounds fun. That sounds fun. G said, I also came into the wildest chat. I came into a drunk chat, alien off the deep end, rapping away and saying and doing all sorts of things. I was so confused. So confused, it certainly was not sleeping or pressing snooze. It was true facts, not a ruse. We glide and cruise. We win and not lose. (1931) Ozark. Okay, Julian Bell, British poet, 1908. Yeah, okay. Vladimir Krishon, Russian playwright, executed at 35. 1943, Harry Place, American music label owner, Black Swan, first major label of Black American, dies at 59. G says, LOL, Aaron said she's confused and as what to say. She came into a chat that's confusing her. She has no idea what we're jumped into or what topics. And that is why I say I came into the same. Yeah, came into the same. You came into a chat that's engulfed in a ball of flames. George A. Hartland, British politician, is deleted at 60. In 1944, Thomas Surge Moore, English poet, dies at 74. Herman Gamuris, Finnish historian and politician, 1877. (1948) Herman Gurmis, Finnish historian and politician, 1877. 1950, Carl Clinton Van Doren, U.S. literary figure, dies at 64. 1952, Paul Centenoy, Belgian architect, 1862. 1853, Lucy Booth, daughter of William and Catherine Booth, 1868. 1856, William Kernkop, Dutch minister of the colonies, dies at 57. Oh, you've talked to her before. That's really cool. 1968, Carney Hermans, Belgian psychologist, dies at 76. In 1970, Lucien de Asmajuya, French astronomer, student the solar chromosphere, dies at 86. 1976, Solly Salamin, Finnish writer, dies at 70. And it says Chef Anne Burrell, but don't know how she passed. I'll look her up right now. Let's go to Wikipedia. Here we go. Anne W. Burrell, September 21, 1969 to June 17, 2025. Okay, Aaron, you have a fabulous weekend too, and thank you for dropping by. Okay, was an American chef, television personality, and instructor at the Institute of Culinary Education. She hosted the Food Network Secrets of Food Network Secrets Instructor Institute of Education. She hosted the Network show Secrets of a Restaurant Chef and co-host of Worst Cooks in America. She was also one of Mario Batali's Sau's Chefs and Iron Chef America Stories and appeared on other programs and networks such as Best Thing I Ever Ate. Early life and family and education. Burrell was born in Cazenovia, New York, on September 21, 1969. She first took interest in cooking at age of 3 after watching fellow American chef Julia Child by noticing her mother's homemade foods. Her mother, Marlene, owned a flour shop, and meanwhile, her father was initially not supportive of her taking care and cooking. He later gave his support. Burrell's first job was at a restaurant in downtown Syracuse, New York, and she later attended a Cassius College in Buffalo, graduating with a Bachelor of Arts degree in English, the communications in 1991. Yeah, they do. They do. I liked Goref, Best Chef. I love those who learn classic French. A year later, Burrell enrolled in the Culinary Institute of the Americas, eventually graduating in 1996 with Associate in Occupational Studies AOS, and she studied an Italian Culinary Institute for Foreigners in Asti in the Piedmont region in Italy. Restaurants. After her ISIF experiment, Burrow remained in Italy, working in various restaurants for 9 months. She worked at La Bottega, Bottega 30 small restaurants in Tuscany, Italy, with the seating in each night. Burrell returned in the U.S. As a chef, a a sous chef at Florida at Felidia, owned by the celebrity chef Lidai Ba no Basht Inich. I butchered that. Right. She became the chef at Savoy, a small prix fixe dining. After Savoy, Burrell began teaching the Institute of Culinary Education. Lydia, son, and the restaurateur Joe, the chef Mario, named Burrell the chef of Italian wine and merchants in their New York wine store. She later became the executive of the chef in Centro Vin. Oh wait, Vinoteca, an Italian restaurant in New York City's West Village area, which opened in 2007. She left the restaurant in September 2008 due to her busy schedule and many commitments, and departure also meant that she would not start the Gusto Ristorante, as both of the restaurants are part of the Manga Hospitality Group, and Burrell planned to open her first restaurant in 2010 in New York City, and Burrell opened her restaurant in Phil Ann's Good Time Lounge in Brooklyn in spring 2017, though through April 8, 2018, restaurant had closed. Captain Lee had his favorites, but should because his literary right ship run. I'll keep my faves to those guests get hella picky. Yes. Television. In 1925, the Iron Chef Mario Batali asked Burrell to serve as one of his chefs, along with the chef restaurant and Mark Landeur. Let's see something real quick. Okay, continuing on. Pause for a moment. The sous chefs, along with the chef and restaurateur Mark Lander, for a pilot tapping of Networks of Iron America series. She continued to serve as his sous chef during his tenure with the show. Burrell's Food Network series Secrets at a Restaurant Chef Doubted, dubbed a June 29, 2008. In 2009, she appeared on another Food Network show, The Best Thing I Ever Ate. It was a chef's recounts their favorite dishes. I like Jamie Oliver. Gordon Ramsay is good with kids and turned to 180 like. He will be on Law and Crime with trial for offing someone who got customers sick. I was scared. In to 2010, Burrell and chef Bo Macmillan hosted The Worst Cooks in America, a Food Network reality TV series, and Burrell and her co-hosts led to consistence through a culinary boot camp on their journey to become better cooks. The first season premiered on January 3, 2010, and Chef Burrell won the challenge when her recruit, Rachel Coleman, edged out of Macmillan's recruit, Jenny Cross. The second season premiered on January 2, 2011. Chef McMillan began to replace the chef Robert Iverine to raise the stakes, and Iverine and Burrell made a side belt with Burrell wrist losing her signature hair and Irene wrist going to platinum. Chef Burrell won both competition and side bet with her recruit and Joshi Berger, and edged into Irene's recruit George Coleman. Also in 2011, Burrell became the fourth runner up in a culinary competition and a next Iron Chef on the Food Network, beginning to eliminate it in week 6 of the competition. The third season of Worst Cooks in America premiered on February 12, 2012, and Chef Bobby Flay was a new co-host. Chef Season 3. The Chef Burrell again won competition when her recruit Kelly Powers edged out Flay's recruit Vinny Caligurley. Season 4 started on February 17, 2013. Season 4 concluded with Flay's team finally defeating Burrell's team when his recruit Anali Bolshkova edged in Burrell's recruit Rashida Brown. She said that the constant, and she said the Chopped All Stars tournament, where she placed the second runner up, the Nate Appleman. Aaron Shantes in 2015 won the fourth installment of Chopped All Stars tournament and $75,000 for the Juvenile Diabetes Research Foundation. Scared. Other projects. In 2009, Burrell appeared with the fellow Food Network personality Guy Fieri on Guy Fieri Roadshow, and Burrell, along with the fellow Food Network personalities Sonny Anderson and Claire Robinson, appeared in 2009 Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on the Food Network float. Burrell hosted a 11-day Food Network cruise throughout the Mediterranean across the Atlantic. Aboard the brand new Celebrity Silhouette in a late 2011. From June 2012 through October 2013, Burrell hosted Chef Wanted and Ann Burrell on the Food Network show, ran 3 seasons and 36 episodes. Burrell's 2 cookbooks with Susan Lenzier, Cook Likes Rockstar, Own Kitchen, New York Times bestseller. And G said Anna requests Alien to look up something else up. He thinks she wanted to know everything, maybe LOL. Poor sweet Alien. He's trying to make us happy. Scared. Let's see. Somebody else, I thought that somebody wanted to research this case about her. Okay. And actually, if chat was a little bit more patient, which is okay, the next part of this article has to do with the personal life and death. Like the next part. And it's okay. Next time, if I had been known more specifically about a certain part of it, then I would have just looked up a certain part of it. Okay. But yeah, it's all good. Personal life and death. Burrell released a statement in 2012 confirming it. Literally, it was the next part. Right. You know, people might not know who this is exactly, so they kind of get an idea who this is, and then to the part of the death we're about to get to. Personal life and death. Burrell released a statement in 2012 confirming that she had been in a relationship with her girlfriend, chef Corinne Grieveson, for 2 years after cookbook author Ted Allen seemingly outed her on a radio show. Burrell disputed the notion that she had outed, saying that she had not kept her sexuality a secret. On December 31, Burrell tweeted that she was engaged to Grieveson, but the two would later break up. In 2018, she met Claxton through the dating app and Bumble in April 2021. And Burrell died, she was deleted, at her apartment in Brooklyn on June 17, 2025, at the age of 55. She was found unconscious and unresponsive at approximately 7:50 a.m., and emergency responders pronounced her deleted at the scenes. Authorities say at New York City Fire Department received a 911 call that suggested that she had gone into cardiac arrest, but officials caused by her deletion could be confirmed before the autopsy of the official medical examiner. Let's see more about how she passed away. G said, "That wasn't against you, my sweetie angel cake." Anna said that she only asked about how she was deleted, so maybe you didn't know, but I find it interesting. Yeah, just that people might not know who it is, and if somebody wants something specific mentioned, to mention something specific about how she passed away, but as I said, I'm not blaming anybody. I could have been asking more specifically about what exactly they want to know about this case. All right. Now let's get more about her death. Let's see some more about it. You're welcome, Anna. No problem. Nobody did anything wrong. It's blame the alien. Yeah, celebration time. Yay. It's all Gucci. Yeah, yay. Following Anne Burrell's deletion, police department investigation, food department star, is possible overdose. So it's possible that she died of an overdose. So basically, she passed away of an overdose. Let's see. It's a triangle. Alien, she donated all her money to charity. Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Okay. Yeah, so she allegedly died of an overdose, and that was something being investigated. All right, Joyce. So there's different theories. Okay, so about the flat Earth theory, I personally think the Earth is round, in my opinion. I don't think it's round. I don't think it's flat, but people that think it's flat, and I'll show you what people think the Earth looked like. Let's go here. Shout out to the Spaceship Cats. And Anna, thank you for the request about the person, and I understand specifically you meant about the death. That's understood. Okay. So I answered the question eventually. Okay. So let's go to the flat Earth. This is allegedly what the Earth looks like, according to some. Yeah, I believe it's round, but this is what people think the Earth looks like. Well, there's some people I know on the channel that think the Earth is flat. Like one time, someone tried to tell me that because the way a rocket goes into space, people think that it means the Earth is flat because they don't launch it at an angle. But that is just when the Earth is round, everything that you see is straight up because we're all at an angle that points up. Oh, G's trying to get you in trouble again. Scared. Scared. Yeah, and Budrow says I got to go to bed early, but I have a whole another day of boozing tomorrow. Scared. All right. Budrow said I've seen compelling evidence for the flat Earth, but I've always been taught it was a round. That's what I believe. It's very interesting. Yes, it's very interesting indeed. You know, and people think that because the way airplanes travel and the way the Earth looks, that it's flat. People think like the way the different flight patterns and stuff, and people think that outer space is like a vacuum of some kind. Everyone knows that the Earth rides on backs of the elephants who carry it on the backs of turtles. Yeah. Anna, you are not in trouble. You are fine. Okay, you're okay. All right, so that's what people think the Earth looks like. Scared. Let's see about some evidence about this. All right, there's some theories about the. Okay, these are theories about flat Earth. All right, so we're gonna go into a dive about some theories about flat Earth. What do you know about the firmament alien? I've been meaning to look that up. Just no time. The firmament. Okay, let's see. Yeah, yeah. All I know is about the firmament is that it's a region where they have space. It's kind of like a void with weather and stuff, and there's like heaven and stuff that would exist in it. So that is like what I know about it. So there is like Sheol, which there's the upper sea waters. Like some people think like it's a water. Now we could get into the firmament. Let's get into the firmament also. Briefly talk about what that is. Let's go do this real quick. We'll talk about that for a moment. All right. In ancient Near Eastern cosmology, the firmament. Okay, Moki. Have a good one. Oh yeah, Moki, I love doing that with you. It's very fun. In near ancient cosmology, the firmament means a celestial barrier that separates the heavenly waters above the earth below. In the biblical cosmology, is a firmament. Hebrew is the vast solid dome centered by God during the Genesis creation narrative to separate the primal sea, the upper lower portions that dry land could appear. The concept was adapted in subsequent classical and medieval models of heavenly spheres, but was dropped in the advances in the astronomy in 16th and 17th century, today known as the sky or the heaven. Now we're going to get into the flat Earth part. All right, here we go. Let's dive right into it. The anti-scientific beliefs about flat Earth are promoted by a number of organizations and individuals. The claims that modern flat Earth proponents are not based on scientific knowledge and are contrary over a millennia or scientific consensus and multiple confirmation of lines and evidence of the Earth roughly spherical. Yes, Smokey, we hope to see you too. A form of scientific denial. Flat Earth groups of modern era date from the middle of the 20th century, and adherents are serious and some are not. Those who are serious often motivated by religion or conspiracy theories and the background. Let's see. Modern flat Earth beliefs originated in 1816 and 1884. Based on the consensuans derived from his 1838 Bedford level experiment, Botham published a 1949 pamphlet writing of the parallax. He later explained that into the book Earth, Not a Globe, proposing Earth as a flat disk centered in a North Pole and bounded along the southern edge by the wall of ice. Antarctica. Botham figure further held that the sun and the moon were 3,000 miles above Earth and that the cosmos was a 3,100 miles above the Earth. He also published a leaflet titled The Inconsistency Modern Astronomy and its opposition to the sculptures which argued that the Bible alongside our senses supported the idea that Earth was flat and immovable, that the essential truth should be set aside solely for human conjecture. Let's see. William Carpenter, a printer originated in Greenwich, was supported the Botham. Carpenter published Theoretical Astronomy examined the exposed, proving the Earth not a globe in 8 parts from 1864 under the name Common Sense. He later emigrated to Baltimore where he published 100 proofs the Earth is not a globe in 1885. He wrote, "There are rivers that flow hundreds of miles toward the level of the sea without falling more than a few feet. Notably the Nile, which in 1,000 miles falls but a foot. A level expanse of this extent is quite incompatible with the idea that Earth's convexity is therefore a reasonable proof that Earth is not a globe. As well as if the Earth was a globe, a small model globe would be very best, because the truest thing of the navigator to take the sea with him, but such a thing is not known with such a toy as a guide. Mariner wreck his ship off of a century, and prove the Earth is not a globe." Okay, thank you, Sharon. Yeah, on my end, it's fine. It looks like it's fine, but thank you. Yeah, I'm going to see if it's buffering over here. Yeah, mine's fine. Okay, globe because okay, so which thousands of miles far foot. Okay, so level expands the extents of quite incompatible. The idea of the Earth is conventionally a globe. A small model globe would be the very best, because the truest thing for the navigator to take a sea with him, but such a thing as it's not known with such a toy as a guide. A mariner would wreck his ship. Certainly, this is proof that the Earth is not a globe, allegedly. What really got me interested in finding out that there is Antarctica is owned by several countries, not just a country. Do you all remember that news about the young guy that flights on an airplane to Antarctica? Yeah, I know what you're talking about, and I'm watching YouTuber believes that the Earth is flat, and I thought that it was cuckoo, but then I've listened to compelling, easy to dismiss. We all thought it was a globe, and Antarctica is owned by several countries that are not just one country. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, Boudreaux. Yes. And Joyce said, like, I really don't care if the Earth is flat or round. I'm not traveling that much these days anyway. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm just some different theories about it. It's quite fascinating. I'm looking at chat. On John Jasper, American slave turned prolific preacher, the echoed his friend's sentiments in the most famous sermon, "The Sun Do Move," preached over 250 aways invitation and written accounts of his sermon published in Richmond, March 19, 1878. Jasper says he would frequently cite the verses, "I saw four angels standing on the floor, corners of the earth," following agreement. Yeah, so to basically sum it up for you, Joyce, some people think because of certain flight patterns and the way the Earth is, that the Earth may be flat, but other people believe that it's round, that it's still round, and that people also think, Joyce, that we were lied to by the way the globes that we've seen and the pictures of the Earth were lies, allegedly. So that is the theory about it. That yeah, some people think the Earth is flat because of those points, but other people think that it's still round because of what the other scientific people have said. And there's allegedly something from the International Flat Earth Research Society. And Bedreau said also, why can't we fly over Antarctica? The guy was told that was detained due to flying over, stopping, I think, to refuel. Yeah, Bedreau, there was somebody that went to Antarctica, and for some reason it proved that to the flat earther that was there that the Earth wasn't flat because he went to Antarctica. For some reason, because the way the horizon looks. But that is what they were told. So in some ways it was debunked, but also to confirm and just reiterate what Pedro is saying is that people think that with Antarctica is evidence that the Earth was flat. It's some kind of a border. And see, can you fly over Antarctica? Antarctica. Few airlines fly between cities having a great circle route over Antarctica. Hypothetically, flights between South Africa, New Zealand, or between either Western Australia and Western South Asia, America would fly over Antarctica, but no air currently operates. And see, can you legally fly over Antarctica? Travelers do not need permission to go to Antarctica, but the tourism operators must hold a valid permit. First, a bit of background why it's legal to visit Antarctica. Antarctica is not a country. The continent is protected by the Antarctic Treaty, which preserves it for peaceful and scientific use. Let's see. Antarctica facts. I want to look this up. Lauren, I like that. The group cruise. Yes. Ah, the other browser does it. Okay. By the way, this is a picture of it. G and I were talking about glaciers a couple of streams ago. Alright, here's Antarctica. Antarctica is the Earth's southernmost continent surrounding the South Pole. It's the coldest, driest, and windiest continent covered by a massive ice sheet. While uninhabited by native human population, it hosts research stations and attracts tourists. Oh, but Dro, there's a lot of conspiracy theories that they're hiding stuff in Antarctica. There's all kinds of conspiracy theories about it. The geography. Antarctica is a landmass almost entirely south of the Arctic Circle. Oh, thank you, Boudreaux. Thank you. Antarctica is a landmass almost entirely south of the Antarctic Circle, surrounding by Southern Ocean. It's the fifth largest continent, larger than both Europe and the Oceania. Most of the continent is covered by the massive Antarctic ice sheet, with the average thickness of 1.9 kilometers. The climate. Antarctica is known for the extreme cold with the lowest record temperature on Earth. It's also incredibly dry, receiving very little precipitation, is also known as a strong winds. Human presence. Antarctica does not have a native human population. It is not a country. It is home to research stations operated by various nations and also attracts tourists, and particularly the Antarctic Peninsula. Wildlife. Despite the harsh conditions, Antarctica supports unique wildlife, including various species of penguins, seals, and seabirds. Antarctica plays a crucial role in the Earth's climate, with ice sheet containing a significant portion of the planet's fresh water. It also serves as a vital location for scientific research, particularly in the areas like climate change and geology and astronomy. Let's see what Reddit says about Antarctica. Alright, so the post says, what do you all who actually work there think that are myths, legends, and stories of strange things happening in Antarctica? So let's see some insider information about Antarctica, allegedly. There is currently a small field camp in West Antarctica called the Buried Surface Camp. It's on the surface. It gets several feet of snow accumulated each year. It's the site of the old U.S. Naval Station in the 1960s. The old structure was used for years, and it was designed to function while buried under snow. Eventually, it was buried under so much snow that it was abandoned. The last time anyone dug up and went down and entered it was in the 1990s. It is still possible to see some outline of the station using Travel's ground penetrating radar. I have good authority that the Byron station houses a nice record collection, some comfy couches and pool table, and catch stretch 8 bulldozer. The only catch is it's buried under 50 feet of snow. Sharon says, gotta go. Hope everyone has a great weekend. 666 Joyce, enjoy birthdays. Thank you, Alien. Great stream. Sharon, peace. I hope that you have a great weekend. Thank you for joining us. Now, Bedro, there's conspiracy theories about Antarctica. So it's thought that there's an alien base there, that there's some kind of ancient civilization, kind of like what the Third Reich thought that these ancient. So the Third Reich thought there allegedly that there's these ancient people that lived inside the Earth, and that there was something over there that had something to do with that. There's theories that the Third Reich escapees were going to Antarctica and they built a civilization there, and that there is a nuclear war, a giant war that happened in Antarctica. There was airplanes and stuff, and bombs and stuff going off over there. So people think either there was a Third Reich civilization there that they had to take out. There are some aliens there or something, or there is a civilization of people there on the other side of the ice sheet that we see, or there's some experiments going on. There's all kinds of different theories about things that could be over there, and I've researched them thoroughly. Oh yeah, ice hotels. Because like with igloo, you could create like a little house with like an igloo, so they could have like ice hotels too. Yeah. Boudreaux says, "I think aliens might be coming from the ocean, so why not the middle of the earth theory?" Also, yes, I believe. And there's theories that aliens were from here. That they could be the Watchers that were sent to watch the humans. There's theories that the aliens have bases in the oceans, or aliens are within the Earth, something like that. That is very true. I believe about that theory about the aliens in the oceans and stuff like that. My friend Harry needs to be here talking. Yeah, let's shout to Harry. Okay, and this is something else. Is that there's amazing stuff buried under the ice, but not any of the crap. The person says the super crap that you see on the internet was buried. Money, money. Governments are interested in Antarctica for geopolitical and strategic reasons, and because of the potential for extracting resources such as oil, minerals. Only reason they're not pillaging the entire continent now is because of its economically advantageous, with the exception of commercial fishing, which is already depleting the Southern Ocean. Never mind about the Antarctic Treaty movement of ROI goes positive for resource extraction. There will be massive international regardless investments regardless. Had a beer with some of the lizard folk last night, someone says. They said that the pyramids were destroyed to make way for the Nazi base in 41. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's see. There's a giant. My world globe is similar to Antarctica. Okay. Okay, so there's this alleged doorway found in Antarctica from Google Maps. Allegedly. I don't know if it's real or not, but there is this. Okay. Right. Allegedly, this is a. This is ice. This is a doorway. Oh, a gigantic doorway found in Antarctica, allegedly. Yeah, so people don't know, and some people are saying that's an old school trope dating back to at least 19th century. Lots of scientific romances, stories about hidden civilization access to Antarctica. So, in the 19th century, they talked about things hidden in Antarctica. And there's also a very large, long-winded story about a secret opening in the center of the Earth in Arctic. There were. Oh yeah, exactly, Joyce. Yeah, there are books actually written about the middle of the 20th century with these holes in amazement. Earth doesn't end up shivering up like a basketball. And Bedros says, "Yeah, I saw some info on giants in Antarctica, which I found awesome. Makes sense. Yeah, the Nephilim. It would be the Nephilim. They escaped into the mountains. There's these theories that in Afghanistan where they would get these. They would. The soldiers were fighting this a 13-foot tall dude with 6 fingers, and he was a giant redhead, or red beard Nephilim thing, allegedly, and they brought it back to a base in Ohio. Okay, thank you, Budro. I'm a big fan, especially the Smoky God with the original illustration written through the stories. And then, yet one Reddit user saying that it's Nazi shield. Somewhere back in the uh, Nazi mythology, the Aryan race came out of the earth or something, or some BS. The poster says, in the last place any such magic opening could be in Antarctica. Anywhere else is explored, it feeds into the Arctic bull BS and all the flat Earth BS. Scared. Poster is very angry. Yeah, so about the I know about the mythology about the Third Reich. I know a lot about it. Yeah, the the Aryan people, which is European people. It's a fancy term for European people. I know there's like a blonde haired blonde thing, but that does have to do with it. But also it had to do with European people too. The blonde haired blonde thing is like Europe. It's a Nordic thing. So all the Nordic people have like dark hair and stuff, but so like the stereotypical thing about it is from the the Nordic people. So the originally there's a migration from Asia into Europe. So the Europe people of the ancestors of Europe were in Asia and some part of Asia. Then they migrated into Europe, and they had some tribe in northern India called the Aryans, and they and in India you see the swastika is used quite a bit over there. So that's where a lot of this stuff comes from. And this is another theory about it, where they had people that came from the center of the earth. That there's a civilization of them within the earth somewhere, which goes back to some mythology. If that makes any sense. The subterranean civilization trope was appropriated by the ideologies, along with many motifs, aspects of the occult, pseudoscientific and fringe thought and beliefs. A trope predates the Nazism about 100 years. Yeah, because a lot of this stuff goes before Hitler was around. A lot of this ideology was before that, before he was around, because it was nothing new. It goes way way back, probably 1800s, 1700s, about these different theories, and a lot of it has to do with mythologies that go back to the ancient times of Europe and Europe and Asia and stuff like that. See, my world globe is similar to Antarctica. What are the okay? Let's see. So that is a theory that this is a passageway to a secret part of the Earth. Scared. Okay, Antarctica. Mythology. All right, a number of governments maintain permanent research and stations in Antarctica. And these bases are widely distributed, unlike the bases set up in the Arctic. And the research stations in the Arctic are constructed either on rock or ice. All right, let's see something else over at this other window. Let's see. All right, so conspiracy theories about Antarctica. Let's go to this other window. Conspiracy theory suggests that Antarctica often involves a fantastical claims about hidden civilizations, alien encounters, or the continent's role in a flat Earth model. These theories typically lack scientific evidence and are often based on misinterpretations of images, historical expeditions, or even fictional narratives.
Scared.
Scared. Some hidden civilizations in Atlantis. Some theories propose that Antarctica, once temperate region, harbored a sophisticated ancient civilization, possibly even Atlantis. These theories often suggest the remnants of a civilization are hidden beneath the ice. However, there is no scientific evidence to support the existence of such civilizations or presence of any structures beneath the ice. And the Nazi bases in alien technology theory. Another theory claims that the Nazis established a secret base in Antarctica, possibly with the help of the alien technology. This theory often references the German Antarctic expedition of 1938 to 39, Operation High Jump, and the American expedition in 1946 to 47. These historical events are often misinterpreted and sensationalized to support the idea of hidden Nazi bases and UFOs. Something crazy I want y'all to know about is that so this is a craft. Okay, Joyce, understood. This is a. This is the picture I want to show right here. Okay. This is a craft that the Nazis allegedly were creating. It looks like a UFO, doesn't it? Yeah. It's it's interesting to see this type of technology. I wonder where they got it from. So there's different theories about that. Okay. Okay, Joyce, condolences for your friend's loss of the father. Condolences for their loss. All right. So, Antarctic and flat Earth boundary. Some flat Earth proponents claim that Antarctica is not a continent but an ice wall surrounding the flat Earth. This theory is refuted by the satellite imagery, which clearly shows that the continent shape, and by numerous expeditions have explored the circumnavigated Antarctica. Okay, Boudreaux says the drone craft, all drone craft, I believe, is just the U.S. inside job, in my opinion. Yeah, in my humble opinion. Yeah, you see, with the drones. Now, I do believe in orbs and UAPs and UFOs and plasmoids or something from somewhere else. But the drone thing, they have USDA approved lights on their crafts. So, no, those are from the U.S. for some reason. Some flat earthers proponent claim the Antarctica is not a continent but an ice wall surrounding the flat Earth. This theory is refuted by a satellite imagery which clearly shows the continent's shape and by the numerous expeditions they have explored and circumnavigated Antarctica. The ice wall is actually the edge of a massive ice sheet, which is a geological feature, not a boundary. Strange radio pulses and anomalies. Reports of strange radio pulses detected in Antarctica by NASA's ANITA instrument have fueled speculation about the extraterrestrial activity or other anomalies. However, scientists have offered explanations for their pulses, include potential interference from cosmic rays or other natural phenomena. It's important to note that these are scientific investigations, not evidence of conspiracies or alien activity, but I think it may be that exactly. The Pyramid Mountain. A mountain in Antarctica that appears a pyramid shape from a certain angles has also sparked a conspiracy theories. However, this is naturally formed peak, and its pyramid shape is a result of erosion and geological presence. Scientists likely knew about this peaking long before it became popular on the internet. In conclusion, while Antarctica, remote and mysterious nature, makes it a fertile ground for conspiracy theorists, the vast majority of these theories or scientific basis are often based on misinterpretation of facts, images, and fictional narratives. Yeah, I think that it is extremely crucial to study these theories, because I do believe a lot of times conspiracy theories can be true. Or a deeper dive with AI. Let's see. Antarctica conspiracy theories. Here we go. Antarctica was a vast, mysterious, icy landscape, has long been fertile ground for conspiracy theories. These theories often capitalize on the continent's remoteness, limited human presence, and the sheer volume of unexplored territory. Here's a breakdown of some prominent Antarctica conspiracy theories. It's kind of like the same thing we just read, but with some more detail. The theory claims that the Nazis established a hidden base in Antarctica after World War II, possibly to develop an advanced technology or safeguard secret projects. Some versions even suggest that Hitler escaped there. The evidence theory stems from 1938 to 1939 German Antarctic expedition. It claimed a portion of the continent for Nazi Germany and dropped the swastika laden markers according to the swoop Antarctica. Debunking. Historians generally dismiss the ideas of the fully operational secret Nazi base, citing a lack of evidence and the impracticalities of the building and sustaining such a facility in wartime Antarctica. Furthermore, analysts debunked the claims about Hitler's escape and survival. Ancient civilization and hidden ruins. The theory speculates that advanced ancient civilizations flourishing in Antarctica when it had a more temperate climate before being buried by the ice sheets. The evidence at some point to satellite images of what appear to be a pyramid-shaped mountains and the Ellsworth Mountains as potential evidence of structures built by lost civilization. Others reference the Piri-Reis map of 1513, which seems to depict Antarctica without ice. Debunking. Alleged debunking. It still could be real, though. 666 says, my condolences to your friend Joyce and her family, her family as well, Joyce. Yep. Thank you, 666. Very nice of you to say that for her. The debunking. The scientists explain that the pyramid-shaped mountains are natural formations shaped by geological process over millennia. The Piri-Reis map accuracy is likely due to incorporation of early cartographic sources, not forgotten knowledge. The ice sheet is one of the oldest on Earth at 34 million years old, and there is no modern research finding structures that could be linked to the ancient civilizations. And 666 says, Anna, yeah, I have friends that are cousins in Florida, down in Tampa, in Brandsternum. Oh, okay. Hollow Earth theory. The theory postulates that the Earth is hollow with the openings. I'm going to see what we have here. Boudreaux says, oh, alien. Did you also hear about the theory that aliens are just us from a distant future traveling through a wormhole, or I would say multiverse theory, which is not an expert but any means. Boudreaux, yes. Boudreaux, yes. I have seen the theory that it is humans from the future and that it's time travelers from another time period that are visiting us. And also I've heard that the aliens could be an evolved version of us that come later. Those that believe in the evolution thing. So, yeah, I've heard about that before. It's an interesting theory. I don't know. But yeah, but they certainly are there. There's something there. But yeah, I've heard about that there are people from thousands of years from now that came through a wormhole that visit us. Or it's people from another dimension, from a parallel universe. So there's an interdimensional theory about the aliens. So there's a theory that the extraterrestrials, the Greys and stuff, they're from a wormhole, that they're from a different dimension. And they come into our dimension. You can kind of tell this by the way a UFO just kind of is here, then it disappears. Kind of like a multiverse theory that they're passing through this dimension and that dimension. Kind of like ghosts. How a ghost is here, then it disappears. Or like we talk about in Arab mythology, the jinn. That kind of like they could be good or bad, but they're spirit. There's some sort of other realm being. So there's theories of the jinn having something to do with it, like a genie. You know, like you rub a lamp and a genie comes out. That's what the jinn are. So that is a very interesting theory, and I think that anything's possible, that some of them could be from there. But I do believe the UFO, like, interdimensional theory, and there's parallel universes. There's a theory that there's parallel universes that coexist with us. And there's alternate versions of ourselves that exist. Like, there's a version of me with blonde hair, there's a version of somebody with somebody else, and there's these different theories about what these things could be. Hello, Just Risp. Hello, Just. Good to see you. Thank you for wishing 666 a happy birthday. G said genies in a lamp. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. The genies in a lamp might be from some other dimension. Yeah, because there's the jinn. I'll kind of be brief, like what the jinn are exactly. All right. So the jinn, also spelled jinn, are supernatural beings in pre-Islamic Arabian and Islamic lore. They are often depicted as powerful entities capable of shapeshifting and inhabiting both visible and invisible realms. In some traditions, they are associated with fire or smokeless fire that can be either benevolent or malevolent. The term genie is familiar in Western depictions of some Arabic roots. Yes, we were casually talking about the multiverse theory and these different interdimensional beings that exist within it. She says, "No, you don't have to be brief. I'd like to know." All right, G, I'm going to go in a long explanation about it. Right. Here's some more detailed. Oh, Just, you're fine. Thank you for saying happy birthday to 666. We welcome to the chat. Nature and creation. The jinn are created from the smokeless fire existing alongside humans in a parallel world. They have a free will and are accessible for their actions, with some adhering to Islamic and others rejecting it. It was before Islam came, they believed in those things. Okay, welcome to the chat, Eric. Here's your wrench. All right. Powers and abilities. The jinn possess supernatural abilities including shapeshifting, invisibility, and manipulating reality. They can travel between planes of existence and are often depicted as having immense strength and power. Oh, okay. Okay, Anna, thank you. I'll check that out. Yeah, hit the like button. Thank you, all chat, for that. Varied in forms of temperaments. Jinn can manifest into various forms and having diverse temperaments and ranging from benevolent to malevolent. Some are shout to Mary Toodles. Some are associated with darkness and others nocturnal, while others are linked to specific locations like crossroads and slaughterhouses. Relationship with humans. Jinn can interact with humans sometimes, influencing their lives for good or ill. They can possess people, causing illness, or even bring about destruction. And 666 says, Eric is my family during the weekdays, so I'm usually watching trials, and after our court weekends, scroll up and you can read the convo feels about Eric. Happy Friday, bro. Oh, awesome, awesome. Cultural significance. Chat said hello to Mary Toodles. She's in another room. Cultural significance. Jinn play a significant role in Islamic Middle East folklore and also in non-Islamic folklore too. Appearing in stories and legends and even modern-day cultural expressions, they represent the unseen forces of supernatural elements that can influence the human world. All right, so that is about the Jinn, a long and a kind of winded explanation about it. All right. For every action, there is a reaction. We know what is the latest on the number of outcomes for one action. Interesting point. Interesting point. Oh, you didn't know that, G. Yeah. Yeah, they could have religious beliefs, and they could be religious, or they could be either bad or good. And a lot of times in the Middle East, there's people in the Middle East that explore abandoned places, and they come across jinn, and they will say like a prayer to rebuke it, and then like they a lot of times they will run away from it because they have like supernatural stuff that happens, or sometimes there'll be like a fire, and it's a spirit of a jinn. And like they usually are kind of like a dark cloaked figures, and they look kind of like possessed things. And some of them are good, some of them are bad. Some of them can be religious, some of them can't be religious. Like some of them can be good or bad in religion. Yeah. A theory: the post-its that Earth is hollow with openings at the poles and lead to a habitable inner world, potentially home to a hidden ecosystem or even a lost civilization. A chat tell you hello. Yeah, okay. The evidence, while lacking scientific evidence, idea is how the Earth is associated with polar openings and has been a source for fascination for centuries, even inspiring fiction such as Alice in Wonderland. I didn't know that. Debunking the satellite data, geological research definitely refutes the hollow Earth theory. Establishing the Earth is distinct layered structures is not hollow. G says I'm having homemade iced cream tea with lemonade. Scared. 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 Debunking satellite data and geological research have definitely refuted the hollow Earth theory. Establishing the Earth has distinct layered structures is not hollow. UFO crash sites and alien encounters. The theory suggests that the Antarctica is a site of UFO crashes or contains hidden alien bases under the ice. The evidence under remarkable satellite photographs showing cracks in the ice or research bases have sometimes been misinterpreted as evidence of the crash sites or extraterrestrial structures. Unexplained neutrino bursts defected in the ice cubes. Yeah. The ice cubes in Netro Observatory have fueled speculation. It's the user is just the person in chat named Just is Eric. They didn't block you. Scared. Scared. Oh, Lauren, that's awesome. Thank you, Just, for that information. The Aztecs migrated up to North America and took refuge underground. Thanks. Thanks for your info. These claims often are misinterpreted natural formations, mundane features, and neutral bursts. Nitro bursts, while intriguing, are likely attributed to natural astrophysical phenomena. Why are these theories popular? Several factors contribute to the enduring popularity of Antarctica, conspiracy theories, the continent is isolation and mystery, Antarctica, extreme environment, and limited access create a sense of intrigue and foster speculation, secrecy and military presence, and the existence of classified military installations, and controlled natural or exploration can fuel suspicions about hidden agendas, cover ups, desires for the unknown, and human fascination with uncovering secrets and discovering hidden wonders, and makes Antarctica a natural target for these kinds of theories. It is crucial to approach these theories with a critical eye and rely on credible sources when evaluating information about Antarctica. Yeah, facts. I was going to say, I know you weren't drinking crab. Lauren, delish drop in some Birkin bag and Bio Cosmo less sweet. Ah, nice. All right. Now we are going to elaborate on. Scared. There is a theory, Joyce, that Lauren was drinking crab, but it was that was thought at by the chat at a point, but actually she was drinking instead the. It says crane, not LMAO, and I'm having vodka sodas with splash crab pine ration for reference. That's what she's drinking, and that's what they were talking about. Lauren says, for the Diome record, never had crab cocktail. Y'all, haha, autocorrect hated me. Scared. Yeah, autocorrect has hatred. All right. These are the ancient civilizations. Oh, you. I love the sound I'm hearing. Skirt. Ski aired. That's one of them in skirt. Scared. All right, so elaborate on evidence cited for ancient civilizations. Thank you, Eric. It's nice to meet you too. And what is okay? This Ottoman map drawn in 1513 shows remarkably accurate coastline of South America and portion of some of the interpretations as the Antarctica free of ice. Why its cities and evidence depiction centuries before Antarctica's supposed discovery suggest knowledge predating standard historical accounts. The controversy, some believe that indicates a lost civilization capable of sophisticated cartography, and others depiction of Antarctica be mere coincidence, a distorted rendering of South America, or even deliberate misinterpretation based on guesswork. Yes, Bedro, I do believe that. Vodka, Tito, soda, and slash and crane. Scared. Hilarious, Lauren. I'm glad that you love it, Eric. Yeah, and we talk about starting this channel and the things that they were doing. Yeah, I do believe that is a cause for that because of the interdimensional thing. Okay, so pyramid-shaped mountains. Now, Eric, I do believe that the Nazis did go down there, in my opinion, possibly. I don't know that for certain, but I do believe they possibly did go there. And I think, basically the theory, okay, so in 1938 and 1939, the Nazis went there as in an expedition, and they claimed Antarctica for the Reich. But there's theories that they built a base there, and that some of them were still there. Now, there is another theory that there is a war that happened in Antarctica. There is rockets and missiles and stuff and explosions. There's a theory that they destroyed the last part of it, in like the 60s. So yes, there's a theory that allegedly that they went down there, but they did certainly have an expedition to go to Antarctica. They did go there and they try to claim it. Yes, absolutely. All right, pyramid-shaped mountains. The satellite images have revealed mountains in Antarctica and bear a striking resemblance to man-made pyramids, notably the Ellsworth Mountains. Why their civilized cities as evidence? The seemingly perfect symmetry and shapes of these mountains led to some suggesting that there are remnants of ancient structures. Chat's hilarious. Lauren, I kid you not, it's time, stalker. You get to a doctor, you hear some negative things, you're terrified results, and text a friend. Fun things totally unrelated to legit change in the world. And said, nobody needs itchy pews and crabs for friends. Scared. Anna. Y'all are hilarious. The controversy scientists explain that these pyramids are simply natural geological formations created through millions of years of erosion and freeze thaw of process shaping the mountains into their distinctive pyramid peaks. The famous Matterhorn in the Alps is also an example of the information. Volcanoes are sometimes lit on fire to drink. Ah, okay. William James Veal and sculptures. What is independent researcher William James Veal claims to have found evidence of large human heads, animals, and symbols sculptured into the Antarctic terrain using satellite photographs of Cape Adria. Why it's called the evidence. Veal believes that these sculptures indicate the presence of an advanced civilization that had existed thousands of years ago, contradicting controversial conventional timelines. And Eric says Beard also claimed that getting from North Pole to South Pole is warped time with magnetics through the poles. Yes, that makes sense in theory. That might be a possibility of what's going on because you have these, magnetic field is very powerful because it can, the birds, for instance, if the magnetic field was messed up, the birds would all fall out the sky. So I think that absolutely could be a possibility that could have some sort of a time warp. Similar to the Einstein theories about time and relativity and stuff like that. I definitely think it's a possibility that could be done. It might be going on also. G said, I mean, for the real MVPs have Joyce and 666. Happy birthday, birthdays again. Newcomers must know who the birthdays is. Facts. William James Veal and sculptures. Oh, Eric, thank you. I'll definitely look into that. I'll look that up. Thank you. William James Veal and sculptures. What is independent researcher William James Veal claims to have found evidence of large human heads, animals, and symbols sculptures into Antarctic terrain using satellite photographs of Cape Adria. Thank you, Eric. Oh, scared. Chicken School came to school with scabies and lifted her shirt, and you could see them moving under her skin. Scared. Scared. Chat is going unhinged. Yeah, sounds like a horror movie material. Yeah, it's an STD. Yeah. Well, that's something. Wow. Scared. 666 says, but it's about you without being here. I'd be elsewhere. Maps. You are TY for Eric is here too, bro. Yeah. Oh yes, and Eric, welcome to the spaceship. We are glad and honored to have you here. William James Veal Sculptures. What is independent researcher William James Veal claims to have found evidence of large human heads, animals, and symbols, sculptures in Antarctic terrain using satellite photographs of Cape Andre. Why it's called evidence. Veal believes these sculptures indicate presence of an advanced civilization that exists thousands of years, contradicting conventional timelines. The controversy without further contribution of the archaeological excavation, Veals claims that considered speculation and are not accepted in the mainstream scientific findings. Yes, you're the MVP, Joyce, and you're number one. And also is 666 because it's y'all's birthdays. The controversy without further contribution or archaeological excavation Veals are claims that are considered speculative and are not accepted mainstream scientific findings. It is important to remember that these interpretations, part of the alternate theories, are not supported by scientific consensus in Antarctica historically and geologically, and treat the evidence cited claims of natural expeditions. Okay. Let's go here. All right, so this is information about Nazi Germany in Antarctica. In Antarctica. All right. Oh. Okay, I have to scroll down. Go back. Here we go. Nazi Germany did send an expedition to Antarctica and oh, scared. Loki scared. Nazi Germany did send an expedition to Antarctica in 1938 and 39. On the research vessel, the 19 okay did send an expedition in Antarctica in 1938 and 1939. The research vessel MS Schwabeland. The primary goal of this expedition was to establish a whaling station and secure sources of whale oil to reduce Germany's reliance on imports, particularly from Norway. The expedition also involved aerial surveys of Queen Maud Land and dropped the swastika-laden markers to claim that the area was New Swabai. Moki, moki, moki. However, the idea that Nazis established a secret hidden base in Antarctica, a conspiracy theory with no credible evidence to support the expedition, was relatively short, lasting only a few months, while aerial reconnaissance was conducted and territory claimed. There is no record of permanent base being constructed or plans to develop advanced technology in region. The conspiracy theories often link the Nazi expedition to other events, like the post-war arrival of two German U-boats in Argentina and the U.S. Operation High Jump in 1946. Oh, the stream's not going to be on for much longer. We'll be ending it soon. Anyway, Joyce. And I will say, Joyce and 666, this stream was really great. I'm glad that, y'all came. We had a nice time. Operation High Jump was naval mission Antarctica, but its primary purpose was the training in cold weather conditions and scientific research not to find and destroy a hidden base in Antarctica. About the string theory, okay, string theory. The presence of these theories can attribute to the mystique surrounding the Antarctica and lingering speculation about Nazi Germany's wartime projects, including those related to advanced aircraft, weapons development, and marine geologist, oceanographer, and Colin Superhayes, who has published a paper debunking theories, notes that these ideas gain traction among conspiracy theorists despite the lack of supporting evidence. Okay, so let's see. Let's chat. Bedreau, string theory. All right, here we go. The string theory. String theory is a theoretical framework in physics that propose a fundamental building blocks of the universe are not point like particles, but rather tiny one dimensional vibrating filaments of energy called the strings. These strings vibrate and are different frequencies, which each unique oscillation pattern corresponding to different particles, such as electronics, quarks, and photons. Oh, Moki, awesome. Shout to Star Trek. String theory aims to unify quantum mechanics and general relativity, suggesting that all elementary particles are different vibrants and fundamental strings. Current versions of the theory require extra spatial dimensions totaling 10 to 11, which are thought to be curled up and unobservable. It also refers to potential descriptions of the quantum gravity as one of the strings vibrance corresponds to gravitation, the hypothetical particle carrying the gravitational forces. Brodro said she had a virgin soda earlier. Scared. Hilarious, Eric. Chocolate martinis will put me out. I have three, and I was dancing in a dining room. Not kidding. Not to be fair, was music playing. Never again. Scared. Evolution and changes. Emerging in the 1960s, was initially considered for the strong nuclear force, was later found to be more promising for quantum gravity. Initially, there were five different consistent versions of superstring theory, which were later conjectured to be aspects of more fundamental M theory in 11 dimensions. A major challenge for string theory is that the lack of experimental verification due to incredible small string and extra dimensions which are beyond current technological reach. Another change to the landscape problem where the theories allowed for a vast number of possible configuration and extra dimensions, making it difficult to predict specific properties in our universe. Current status. Challenges string theory remains active area of research. Theoretical physics research are exploring its implications for cosmology, black holes, and the connections between different areas. Mathematics, while the complete experimentally and verified theory still sought, the string theory has already contributed significantly mathematics and physics between different theories. All right, that is that theory. And named Bo fizz and roe champagne and caviar, and I'm going to buy her champagne and caviar as a gift with it. Oh, facts. Okay, going here. The pairing has been a symbol of elegance and celebration for a long time. I also got her Hallmark New Wonder Woman ornament, 40 freaking dollars. It sings a song Linda Carter, gorgeous. My sister used to spin like her. Thought she was her. Oh, it's nice. Caviar and champagne is a classic pairing known for the luxurious and celebratory feel. The effective scent and crisp nature of champagne complements the rich battery and salty flavors of caviar. Hilarious, Smokey. Flavor and profile contrast. Camp. The yacht looks gorgeous. I told you about my daughter making it last week. Yes, yes, you did, and that's very cool. This, so the yacht has it. Okay, thank you for letting me know. I'm sure it sounds like she's having an amazing time. That's very cool. Flavor and profile contrast. Champagne additively and bubbles cut through the richness of the caviar, cleansing and palate enhancing its substitute flavors. The popping sensation of caviar is balanced by the smooth, bubbly textures and campaign of champagne. This pairing has been a symbol of elegance and celebration for a long time. Dry styles like Burt, Extra Burt, and Burt Nature as sweater styles can clash with caviar stainlessness. Match intensity. Considering the intensity of caviar and champagne, for example, vintage Dom Dom Perignon may be good match for a high quality Ostera caviar. To ensure both champagne and caviar well chilled to enhance their flavors and textures. Example: classic Beluga or Ostera caviar with the vintage dry champagne like Brut and Thai Tinger variety. Modern drink rosé with fruity notes paired with caviar. Known for its distinctive fruity notes, the effervescent texture. Budget friendly smoked trout roe and Schramsberg Brut rosé. For beginners, a simple Brut NV was a great introduction to pairing. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Caviar is good. You know, it seems like it does well with champagne. And this reminds me of Titanic. Yes, there is a form of women could do it too. Hypothetically, I'll show you what the name of that is. Let's see what that's called. Yeah, definitely. A woman that can't get a boyfriend. They're called femcells. So a femcell is a female version of an incel. All right, so there you go. Well, alien spaceship might be blocking the screen, and he is. He is blocking it. How could alien spaceship do that? Okay, here we go. Oh, come on, alien. Okay, so there we go. That is a caviar with champagne. Yeah, femcell. Marky's Caviar, you can get a gift for 159 and discount code apparently good. Porcelain is one of the best, and she get that herself. Brings up memories. Okay. All right, and Eric says, "You know the show Stargate. I truly believe that we have that, and I believe the ancient Egyptians had it. And the Stargate shows they are more realistic than the world we think." Oh yeah, absolutely, Eric. We've talked about the pyramids on this channel, and all the pyramids are all adjacent to each other across the world. And I do believe that this about Stargates. For instance, there's somebody that fell into their house and they disappeared and there's no trace, and they could have fallen into a Stargate to another dimension. That's something that my buddy and I that I talk about aliens with. That's something we talked about before. And yeah, the Egyptians, especially with the pyramids with Orion's belt, they right here look up the pyramids Orion's belt. Right, so the pyramids are adjacent to Orion's belt right here, as you could see, and they are. I do believe that they led to a Stargate to a different dimension. I do believe in those theories that it has to do with that. And Orion's belt in the mythology definitely is adjacent to it. And the pyramids, they're all over the world. The map world. And then you go right here. And then you have all these different ones adjacent to each other. You have the one in Mexico and North Africa and in China. They're all adjacent to each other very fascinatingly. Yes, and I do believe there's aliens or something that put them there. And I feel like for like biblical books, the Book of Enoch talks a lot about these things. It's an Ethiopian book. It wasn't put in the Christian Bible, but I believe it's legitimate. It has to do with these kind of supernatural origins, even those that weren't religious. It talks about the extraterrestrials and these type of things in more detail. And yeah, so I do believe that the pyramids were all connected, and they have to do with the Stargate. I definitely agree with that too. Yes. All right, you got some Antarctica stuff going on right here. Yes, Enoch. Yes, Enoch. Little penguins be chilling. Yeah, the Book of Enoch. Yeah, the Book of Enoch right here. And there's the Ethiopian Orthodox Bible. That's what I was referring to. The Ethiopian Orthodox Bible has the Book of Enoch in it. It has all the books. There's books that are taken out the Bible, but I believe that the Ethiopian Orthodox Bible has all the. And it talks about these supernatural like things that we're talking about, like stargates and stuff. And Enoch was specifically the prophet that talked about that. And same, I could never give up crabs. I did it for 2 months and point where it wasn't worth it. I'm scared. All right. You're welcome, Eric. I'm glad that you're here. I enjoy your commentary on these topics. All right, we're gonna take alien spaceship out the way again. Come on. All right, this is an iceberg with penguins on it. This is another one right here. very very fascinating landscape. That is a seal just chilling out the water. And down here is some more images of the ice. Oh, Joyce, I don't like typing on my phone either. I agree with you. So that is the mountains reflected on the water ice. Oh, okay. Thank you, Eric. These are emperor penguins as children. Yeah, seal is very cute. This is an aerial view of the ice off the coast. And the iceberg shaped by melting Drake Passage. And the ice glaciers look like pieces of art, look like sculptures, look very, very enchanting. And melts, so it's iceberg shaped by melting Drake Passage. Yo, I have a duck now. Oh, Joyce, congratulations on your duck. I love ducks and farm animals. Iceberg shaped melting Drake Passage. Well, that's very cool. That looks like a movie. That certainly would be a great wallpaper. A diver explores under the sea ice at Cape Evans, a popular dive site for scientists. Yeah, very cool. It's very cool. Oh, okay. All right. I'll do that right now. And this is the Taphanon Bay with all kinds of different colors in it. Oh, I might want to borrow it briefly. It could be brief. I'll borrow it. I'll babysit the duck. How about that? Okay. Yeah, we're gonna show Showbert right here. Yeah, Showbert was like I have to scroll back up. He's over here actually. He's over here, right there. Now the official Showbert is right over here. Technically, we're just gonna show this one right here because this is a different one. All right, this is Showbert, the seal. She's just as stubborn as the rest of my family, and yes, alien 6 months. Thank you. Okay, Joyce. Bidro, I do think that time is speeding up. I do think that because sometimes it feels like things are going quicker than usual. So I do believe in theory. What I mean is, I believe that there is a time warp of some kind. Yes. G said, "Our boat has arrived. Look at Alien. Got one up for us. Cruises. Wait, back up, Alien. You have our yacht." Oh, yes, yes, yes. This one over here. The ad isn't there anymore. But, yeah, I had y'all's yacht, right? That boat. Yes. I know what you're talking about. The ad went away. It sailed off. And blame the alien. It's all on me. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So that was Showbert. All right, so this is this pit right here. Right here. All right, this is the iceberg plows through the McMurdo Sound. There it is, G, in chat. There's the cruise right there. It went away. Oh no. But that was your cruise for a second. Battle in the house. Hubby wants to eat it, and I say no. Put too much energy into it and not washing it. Nope. I baby it like crazy, and now it follows me everywhere. Scared. An arched iceberg floating in western Antarctica. Very awesome. And here is an island more than remote locations in South Georgia. All right, there's the cruise right there. That's chat's cruise right there. There we go. I need the drink package on the cruise. Oh yes, absolutely. Yes. A humpback whale in Dolman Bay off the Melchior Island. Beautiful. A man stands the entrance of an ice cave. A church in South Georgia. Iceberg in the Gurlache Strait. Right there. A beautiful. I love the blue because you see blue a lot, like the cartoons and Looney Tunes and stuff, to represent like snow. But there you go. The blue. That's beautiful. It'd be nice to just like live in there. All right. There's the layers and ice shift, ice shelf. Descending into a cave to a crevice of on Ross Island. Scared. That's so cool. King penguins in South Georgia. A sun pillars, sun dogs, optical caused by sunlight reflecting on falling ice crystals. Oh, that's beautiful. Alrighty. There we go. Okay, chat. Let's see. Outgoing on politics if I talk about it. And cause the ducky is gonna do wacky ducky wants to do. I love it. I watch it. My daughter, she's really into the Golden Girls and Annie. Oh yeah, I know about the Golden Girls and those shows. I think they're. I've seen them before. Free Ducky Doo. Scared. Got 104 views. That's awesome. Wow. Gee, don't concern about the dogs because people are more important. He never denies he said it, tries to say I'm wrong, and I can't understand that. Shows how messed up the deleter is. Right. Alright, so we are going to be getting to the end of the stream. And I will say this chat is always awesome, and this has been an amazing party. So I'm letting y'all know we're wrapping it up. And yeah, so free Ducky Doo, shout out to Ducky Doo. Yeah, I want to say again the happy birthday to Joyce, and 666. We had a very fun time, and shout out to Ducky Doo. The conversations here are very nice. And I want to thank all of you for coming. Very good time. This chat was very engaging, met some new people, and we had a very good time. And I'm just going to see as it catches up because of chat. Okay, chat. And also, Mohi, very nice seeing you as always. And yeah, so good night, everybody. And let's try to do this thing. All right, and peace. See if these balloons show up. I'm gonna do this until it tries to show up. Okay. Didn't do it. Okay. Cat always does that on cue. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But let's see. There we go. Happy birthday.